Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for Monday Night Football. We have the Cleveland Browns on the road at the Pittsburgh Steelers, in which many of us believe that this will be Big Ben's last and final game as a Pittsburgh Steeler at home. And so the Steelers want to win this one right here. And let's see exactly how they go about it here, but it should be a very good one between these two teams here. Of course, Pittsburgh technically still has some playoff hopes alive here, although very slim, and they'll be trying to keep that alive here against the Browns. So here we go to the shotgun for the Steelers. Big Ben takes a snap, going to hit the Najee Harris there off the middle, and Najee Harris is going to pick up 4 yards on a carry, taking it all the way to the Pittsburgh 26-yard line. So now 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Andrew, what's good with you? What's good with you? Let me know who you like in this one and also your score projection, but appreciate you for joining us on the stream here. All right, but here we go here. Let's see what they do 2nd and 6 out of the shotgun. 2 receivers, tight end, and a running back. Big Ben takes it, throws it to the receiver there, Claypool, and he reaches out and extends for the first down. So it's going to be a first down, a pickup of 6 yards on the play, and a first down for the Steelers. 1st and 10 coming up from the Pittsburgh 35-yard line. And so Bengals report, what's good with you? You say, how about them Bengals first in the North and division champs? Exactly. Hey, Cincinnati, they have been the surprise story this year. And what a good surprise it's been. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, balling out. I like that combination for years to come. And congrats to your Bengals, man. But, hey, that was a big-time W against the Chiefs. And I'm excited to see what the Bengals are going to do. I'm hoping my Patriots don't have to match up against those Bengals right now. I don't want no part of that right now. Meanwhile, Big Ben throws it, and it's caught by the tight end. However, he's going to lose 4 yards on the play. So, yeah, he's going to be going back 2nd and 14 coming up. And I know you got to be happy about that Bengals report, because I know a lot of people at the beginning of the season were sleeping on the Cincinnati Bengals and stuff like that. I didn't know they were going to win the division, but I figured that they would be competing as well. But, man, I know a lot of people were sleeping on the Bengals at the start of the season, so I know you guys are very happy about that. All right, but here we go for the Steelers. 2nd and 14 here at the Pittsburgh 31-yard line. Big Ben's going to go 5 wide here. Making adjustments. Takes a snap. He throws it, and it's always incomplete. Right through the hands of Johnson again. And so that has been a problem for Johnson throughout his career, honestly. Drop passes. You just got to catch those. Let's see. Andrew says, crazy ending to that game. And so, yes, it was. But I was rooting for the Bengals that time. I'm not going to lie. I was rooting for the Bengals there because I was like, it would be huge if the Bengals could win that. But, man, Joe Burrow, especially the last 2 weeks especially, but we've seen that a couple times this season, honestly. He's just that dude. But here we go, guys. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Shotgun formation. Cleveland sends force, a low snap. Big Ben gets it, throws it to Claypool. Claypool unable to get the first down there. He picks up about 7 or 8 yards there, but they're still about 6 yards shy. So the Steelers would have to punt the football. For the Steelers, a big problem has been starting off games pretty slow. I mean, we've seen them a couple of times this year, and they pretty much start off really slow. It's not till really the second half, particularly that 4th quarter, where they start moving the football. So they're hoping to get off to a faster start in this one. But they will start off punting the ball here on their first drive. All right, punt's on the way. Let's see if we get a return here. It's caught by People-Jones, and so he's looking to make a guy miss. Stiff arms one guy, but gets brought down at the 12-yard line. So Pittsburgh to take over 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. But wait a second, there is a penalty here. There is a penalty. Let's see, Bengals support says Joe Burrow should have a good shot at winning comeback player of the year. And so, I've never thought of a second-year player winning comeback player of the year. But if that is possible, then, hey, give him my vote there. I mean, give him my vote there for sure because he is balled out. All right, so they got face mask against Pittsburgh there. So tack on 15 yards to that. So, yeah, they're going to be taking over 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. The Cleveland Browns will be taking over. And so, Michael, what's good? What's good? Man, I'm excited seeing so many Bengal fans here already in the chat, man. I mean, wow, you guys are definitely representing here. That is for sure. And he says, who they? Absolutely. But yeah, you guys should be celebrating. And so tell me, Bengal fans, who's the matchup, of the teams that potentially might be in the wild card that you guys are hoping to land? Is there a particular team that you're hoping for? Or just let me know your thoughts on that. But yeah, what a season it was for the Bengals this year. Able to pull away because Baltimore, they just kept sliding. They got off to a fast start, but they kept sliding. Obviously, Pittsburgh is fighting to try to keep their playoff hopes alive tonight. Browns already eliminated. But yeah, let me know who you guys are hoping to match up with in the first game of the playoffs. See, Bengals says that he's hoping for the Patriots to be the best. You got to beat the best. And so I appreciate that. I don't know how many teams still consider us to be the best right now, but I appreciate that. Absolutely. Yeah, because I'm looking there, and I would love to first get a rematch against the Buffalo Bills. We're 1-1 this year. We won down there in Buffalo. So I'm slick hoping that we start off against the Buffalo Bills there. But hey, whoever we get, I'm just happy to be back in the playoffs. It was not fun for us last year sitting on the sidelines. Now we're back. No TB12, no problem. So I'm excited. And again, we're at the commercial right now. The score is 0-0 here in the first quarter with 12 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the first. We saw Pittsburgh with their first possession. Now we'll see the Browns take over from their own 27-yard line and see what they can do. Michael says, I heard Indianapolis, but that might change. And so, a lot of things can change. That loss they had to the Raiders, that's huge. I remember last year, the Jaguars won only one game, and that was against the Indianapolis Colts. Now, this year, Indianapolis stuck it to them. I expect the Colts to win, but you just never know. Something tells me a major upset is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be the Bills versus the Jets. I don't know if it's going to be when the Colts play the Jaguars. I don't know, but I think a major upset is going to happen this weekend, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, but here we go, guys. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Cleveland Browns. Let's see what happens here. From their own 27-yard line, they've got Mayfield up under center. Tight end goes in motion, 2 receivers on the play. Chubb's the back in the backfield. Baker up under center. Takes the snap. Gonna hand it to Chubb there, and Chubb, he's gonna get brought down the backfield for a loss of 2 yards on the play. So what a play for the Steelers there. First time they hand the ball off, they are looking for it. They say you're not going to run this ball on us today. All right, so here we go for Baker in the shotgun. It's going to go 5 wide. Steelers send 4. Baker's looking. He throws it there, and it's caught by Jarvis Landry. Landry makes a guy miss, and he's still running before he's pushed out of bounds at the Cleveland 45-yard line. So that's a pickup of 20 yards on the play. Let's see. Bengals report says Raiders making some noise after that win over the Colts. And what a win it was. I'll give this to the Raiders. For back-to-back weeks, if I was a Raiders fan, I would be throwing more than a tablet. I'd be mad at the NFL, first of all, for rescheduling the game against Cleveland. And then I'd be mad at the NFL for changing the rules and letting Carson Wentz play after he landed on COVID. So he was supposed to technically miss that game. So back-to-back weeks, they had to overcome both of those obstacles. And, hey, they're playing pretty good right now. We'll see how things play out. But here we go again in the shotgun for Baker Mayfield. 4 receivers, 1 tight end. He takes a snap. Baker's looking. He's going to throw it, and it is incomplete. He was going for Austin Hooper on the play. Ball got there, but it just went through his hands there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here at the Cleveland 45-yard line. Blessy Andrew says that Jacob Myers is winning MVP and Mac winning Rookie of the Year. And so, hey, I love that. And so, yeah, I was just so proud this year of Mac Jones and seeing his development. Because honestly, when we started winning, I saw tremendous growth. Now, early on, I saw the potential was there in the preseason. I knew the kid had something special. But, man, he really is coming full zone here. And I'm just so proud of his performance there. And that's why Bill Belichick believed in him enough to move on from Cam Newton before the start of the season. Meanwhile, they pass the ball there, and the receiver drops it. The ball was a little behind the receiver there, so incomplete. Now we got 3rd and 10 coming up here at the Cleveland 45. So now you got to watch out for guys like T.J. Watt and company coming at you if you're Baker Mayfield. And let's see. Braden, what's good? Hey, your Packers, they get to relax this week. I hear Aaron Rodgers still wants to play against Detroit. He's like, hey, that's a chance to add some more stats. Let me play. And so how do you feel about that? Should Rodgers play? And if so, how much should he play in the last week of the season since you guys have the first seed locked up? Meanwhile, Mayfield throws it, and it's incomplete. I don't know what's up with these receivers today. I don't know what's up with that. That's like the third guy in a row who's touched the football, just couldn't catch it. But that time it was a tight end again, and he dropped it. I mean, he was open on it, but he dropped it. So that's going to be a fourth down coming up here. Cleveland will have to punt the football back to the Steelers. So both teams have had the football each, and both resulted in a punt. Again, we're here in the first quarter, 10 minutes and 51 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Punts on the way. Ooh, that was close. That was close. And so that punt's going to roll into the end zone there. So we're going to get a touchback here. But, yeah, that was close to getting either blocked or becoming a running into the kicker or something like that. That was close. So we'll get to see the Big Ben and the Steelers come back out here once again. Again, many people believe that Big Ben, this will be his last home game here. I'm one of those people as well. I expect this to be his last one. I mean, from what we saw this season, it looks like the man's done pretty much. And so he's getting sacked so many times. I'd rather see him just go ahead and walk away right now. And hopefully, for his sake, the Steelers come out victorious in this one. But, yeah, glad to have you here, Braden. Who are you rooting for in this one? You said Baker, the interception maker, versus a tree. What a matchup we got. What a matchup we got indeed. And so, Azure Shack, what's good? We got Azure Shack here on the stream. And so, yeah, I know Azure Shack, he does a lot of highlights and stuff on his video, on his channel, so do check him out, guys, for sure. He's a Chicago Bears fan. Always a pleasure to have him here. Matter of fact, it doesn't just stop with the Bears. He likes to fight in the Illini as well. And so, yeah, just Chicago all the way. But, yeah, you say Ben's last home game? Absolutely. And again, if you're just tuning in, we're at the commercial here, but the Browns just punt the football. So the Steelers will take over here for their second drive here when we get back from the commercial. But, yeah, Big Ben in his last home game here. I mean, so many memories of Big Ben throughout his entire career. I remember his rookie year where he came in after Tommy Maddox got hurt after the first game, and Big Ben won like every single game he started as a rookie, his rookie year up in the regular season, up until the Patriots knocked him out in the AFC Championship game. But my goodness, I mean, Big Ben almost became the first rookie quarterback to get to the Super Bowl if it wasn't for that game. He beat some pretty good teams that year as well. And just seeing my man just go out there and lead the Steelers to 2 Super Bowls in 5 years, and when he first came into the league, I mean, he just means so much to the Steelers team. So much to him. Let's see. Ashak says, who do you got, JB? I got Pittsburgh. Yeah, I got Pittsburgh winning this one. Final score being 24-17. So I'm going to go 24-17. Steelers over the Browns. He gets one last victory against the Browns here before he calls it quits. Andrew says he's retiring. So, Andrew, he hasn't officially said that he's going to retire, but he has made it known that he is strongly thinking that this could be his last game at home here. And that's just the way that we're going about it right now, because most likely it just makes sense, most likely. I mean, the production, you know, obviously he's getting older now, and so it just makes sense for this to be his final game with the Steelers here. But we'll see officially when he calls it quits during the offseason, but this is expected to be his last home game, I should say. But here goes Roethlisberger up under center here. Takes a snap, going to hand it to Najee Harris, and Najee Harris picks up about 4 yards, about 3 yards on the carry up the middle. So now we got 2nd and 7 coming up here from the Pittsburgh 23-yard line. But, yeah, you guys tell me, what is your favorite Big Ben memory that you guys have of Ben Roethlisberger? What memory, what game is the one that stands out the most for you about Ben Roethlisberger? Let's see. Bengal says Big Ben signs with Tampa Bay Bucks to get another ring. He must be pulling the Byron Leftwich route and become the offensive coordinator then. So Big Ben takes a snap, going to hand it to Najee Harris, and Najee Harris keeps his legs moving and picks up 8 yards and a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 coming up from the Pittsburgh Steelers 31-yard line. So that was Najee Harris right up the middle there, kept them legs churning there, and picked up 8 yards on the ground and a first down. Let's see. Ashak says, did you see DeMar hit game winners back-to-back, JB? I watched both games live. It was insane. And so, yeah, I did see that. Hey, my man, he balling out now. He is balling out. But here we go for the Steelers. Big Ben's up under center. Here we got two receivers, two tight ends. One running back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Going to hand it to the back off the right side there. And so he runs over Ward, and he's going to pick up 6 yards on that carry. 2nd and 4 coming up here for the Steelers now from their own 37-yard line. So the Steelers are trying to get the first points of the game here. And so Najee Harris, of course, the future is bright for him. He is pretty much going to be the cornerstone of this franchise here. I know next year I'll be very interested to see who's going to be quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But regardless, they've got Najee Harris to work with, plus a lot of receivers. If they can just fix a couple of those drops that those receivers got, they'll be in good shape with the receiving core as well moving forward. They'll just need to figure out who's going to be that quarterback in the long-term future for the Steelers. Big Ben takes a snap there, throws it across the middle, and it is incomplete. He was aiming for Claypool on the play. Incomplete. 3rd and 4 coming up. Braden says, I hope he only plays in the first half. And so, yeah, Braden, I was having that conversation with my dad as well. And so we've talked about many teams that we saw. They did tremendous in the regular season, but because they benched they didn't play their starters in the last week of the regular season, and then they had a bye week. And so they just came back too rusty, and they always lose in the playoffs. So I think it's important that they go out there and they do play, because I've just seen it happen too many times, the teams that rest their guys the last week and didn't have a bye week afterwards. So you want to keep that momentum going, so I absolutely agree. Play on my half, that'd be good. All right, so let's see. We got a flag here. This looks like this is going to be a false start against the Pittsburgh Steelers here. Again, if you're just tuning in, the score right now is still 0-0. But make sure you guys press the thumbs up button as well, and be sure if you're somebody that's new that you are subscribed to the channel as well. All right, so yeah, that is a false start indeed. So back them up 5 yards here. Now we're looking at 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Pittsburgh 32-yard line. If you're Pittsburgh, you want to avoid these 3rd and long situations here, especially seeing how this offensive line has really left Big Ben out there to dry sometimes in terms of just getting hit, getting sacked and stuff like that. So you really don't want 3rd and long, especially going against Myles Garrett and company. So you don't want that to be the case. I expect him to throw something quick here. Here we go. 3 receivers towards top of the formation here out of the shotgun. Browns are showing pressure, but they send 4. Big Ben throws it short to Najee Harris, who gets brought down immediately. And so he's going to lose about a yard or 2 on the play, and the Steelers will have to punt the football here for the 2nd time in this game. 8 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. That was Ward from the Ohio State Buckeyes with the tackle. Let's see. Ashak says, imagine if he actually did that. Let's see. Punts on the way. Let's see if we're going to return here. And so, all right, so no return on that one, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Cleveland Browns 27-yard line when we come back here for them to start off with the football here for their 2nd drive of the game. And so, Cleveland, what's good? What's good with you? Hey, what's your score projection for this one, Cleveland? Would appreciate you for coming through. Braden says the Steelers win. Okay, so yeah, with it being Big Ben's last game here, one has to think that he's going to go out there and give it everything that he's got to try to win this one. We'll see if it's enough, though. Ashak says, sorry, I've been on the stream as much. I haven't been on the stream as much lately. I'll definitely start getting on more. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Absolutely understand that, because once football season wraps up, we'll be taking on a lot more basketball and stuff. So I know you'll be interested in a lot of the college basketball as well as NBA stuff as well. So absolutely, just focusing on football right now. This is what, my 5th day in a row of streaming. So definitely fatigue is kicking in. Old man says, what's good, JB and everyone? You says, I think Big Ben will be back next year. So, okay, so old man thinks Big Ben will be back next year. He thinks he'll miss it too much and that he'll come back next year. We'll see how that plays out. I believe this will be his last year right here. It just, many times this season, I look at his facial expression, and he looks like a man that understands, like, look, I just want to get through the season, and then I'm done. Like, you got to know when to fold it. Absolutely. But, hey, I definitely understand that. We'll see for sure. But appreciate you for coming through on the stream here once again. So, yeah, always good to have old man here on the stream for sure. Absolutely. And let's see, Andrew says, has Najee been good this season? So, yeah, Najee Harris, he's been good, considering he's a rookie, over 1,000 yards, considering how they utilize him. He's that workhorse. Yes, he's been good, but Najee Harris at the same time, that offensive line, if the offensive line was better, I feel like he can do better. But he's the type of back that I think that once he hits year 3, year 4, you'll see him take a huge leap in his production. First year was all about just getting the feel of the NFL game. Second year, still going to be figuring out who your quarterback's going to be, or if Big Ben does come back at some point, answering that question long term, as well as the offensive line. That's going to be the biggest thing, fixing the offensive line. But I think by year 3 and year 4, you'll see Najee Harris really take it to an even higher level in his career. But yeah, for a rookie season, pretty good season. And yeah, he's playing in the back. He's playing in this one. So far, he's got 4 carries for 21 yards in this one. I mean, he's having a good season. I just think it's going to be even better as time goes on. All right, but here we go. So for the Cleveland Browns in their second possession of the game here, let's see what they do. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Multiple tight ends, 1 receiver, 1 back in the backfield. They motion the tight end. Baker up on the center. Takes a snap. Gonna hand it to Nick Chubb off the right side, and look at that. Perfect angle by Nick Chubb. And so that's the Nick Chubb that we've come to know and love throughout his career right there. He picked up 32 yards on the carry, taking it all the way to Pittsburgh's 41-yard line. So what a play. And that time, yeah, the Steelers just took a horrible angle that time, but that was excellent blocking there by the Cleveland Browns. I'm telling you, blocking makes a tremendous difference here for the teams, and that's why guys like Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, why those guys have the success that they do. All right, so Johnson takes the carry. He's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 8 coming up for the Pittsburgh 39-yard line. Let's see. Ashok says, I personally got to say the final drive him and San Antonio's had. That's right. San Antonio Holmes, another Buckeye right there, had in the 08 Super Bowl. Absolutely iconic moment. Ben was amazing on that drive. And so, oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember it like it was yesterday. Now, I was rooting for the Cardinals to win that game. Kurt Warner and company, Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan Bolden. I wanted those guys to win that one. But, man, that was a Super Bowl right there. Meanwhile, Baker takes the snap. They hand it directly to Jarvis Landry, and Jarvis Landry off the left tackle picks up 6 yards on the carry. Now we got 3rd and 2 coming up here from the Pittsburgh 33-yard line. Again, first quarter, 6 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the first quarter here. And let's see if the Browns can pick up this first down here on 3rd and 2. Again, they're at the Pittsburgh, 32-yard line. All right, so here we go. We're going to go multiple tight ends on the play here. And let's see. Tight end goes in motion, 1 receiver, 1 back. Baker up under center. We've got movement here. That's going to back them up 5 yards there. That was Austin Hooper that moved there. False start. Back him up 5 yards. Now we got 3rd and 7 coming up. So now you've got 3rd and 7 coming up here. For both of these teams, honestly, you want to make it 3rd and short. You want 3rd and 2. You want 3rd and 3. But you don't want it to be some 3rd and 7 or something like that. You don't want it to be 3rd and long, especially when your opponents have the defensive ends that they have for their team and outside linebackers. You really don't want to be in a 3rd and long situation where your opponent knows you're going to pass. But let's see what happens here. 3rd and 7. Can Mayfield come through for the Browns? 3 receivers on the play. They take the snap. Mayfield holds it, steps up to avoid the pressure, throws it to the turf, incomplete. Jarvis Landry never had a chance to catch that one. 4th down coming up. So this drive started off with a great run by Nick Chubb. However, they fell flat on that one. That was a big-time penalty because if you don't get that penalty, you give yourself an opportunity to run the football and maybe even go for it on 4th down. But yeah, when Baker stepped up on that one, he was unable to get the zip that he needed for that. But here we go, 4th down, and the Browns are going to go for it here. I guess they say their season's already eliminated. They've got nothing to lose here, so they're going to try to go for it. Let's see if Mayfield can come through. He takes a snap. He throws it, and the ball's deflected at the line. Ball's deflected at the line, incomplete. So Pittsburgh defense gets the stand, and now they're going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. That was Haywood that got a hand on that one. So you see Baker was looking there. He had a receiver that was open, just unable to get it to him. So here in the first quarter, we're still all tied up 0-0. Neither team has been able to score so far in this one, but the Steelers defense coming up huge with the big 4th down stand there, and we'll see what the offense can do with the football here, 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. But yeah, as a Shaq, that was definitely a very iconic moment right there for the Steelers. And so for me, I'll remember that play that Big Ben had his second year in the league when they were playing the Indianapolis Colts. They were the wild card team. Jerome Bettis had fumbled the football. We're talking about the bust in his last year. Everybody knew it. If the Colts scored on that drive, then they win the game. But Big Ben made the tackle that he did. I don't think Big Ben right now would make that tackle, but back then he was able to make that tackle, and man, what a tackle it was. And so just the way the Steelers were able to win that game, it's probably more of a Steelers moment than a Big Ben moment, but still, Big Ben made that play. Let's see how Shaq says, maybe Chase would have caught it if they played music at practice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Old man says that his favorite Big Ben moment is when he went 506 yards and 2 touchdowns when he faced the Ravens 4 years ago. And so, oh yeah, he lit it up. He lit it up. I love Big Ben and his press conferences that he has, especially I remember against Jacksonville, back when Jacksonville was actually considered to be a contender if it wasn't for Blake Bortles back then. But after that game, a man started contemplating retirement after that game, and so he was very dramatic about that. Gotta love you some Big Ben. Gotta love some Big Ben. So many Big Ben memories, though. So many. Let's see. Shaq says disappointing drive from Pittsburgh. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and catch up on some of these comments here. And so let's see. You say that happened to the Packers in 2011. We benched him in the last game and lost the divisional round. And so absolutely, I have seen that happen to so many teams. I saw it happen even with the Indianapolis Colts back when they had a chance to go for the undefeated season, but Peyton Manning and company, they chose not to play and put in Curtis Painter. They lost to the Jets, only to get put out in the playoffs. So many times teams make a mistake, I think. You cannot sit 2 weeks and expect to come back and pick up where you left off at. It just doesn't work that way. Heck, most of us at our jobs, if we take a week off, we come back and take a minute to remember passwords and everything. So, absolutely. But, yeah. You say y'all were 15-1 that year, too. So, I'm telling you, that's how upsets happen. But here we go, guys. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They hand it to Najee Harris. Najee Harris shakes off one guy, and he's fighting through, doing the most he can, and somehow picked up 5 hard-earned yards on the play. And so, yeah, that time, what could have been a 2-yard pickup, he fought for those extra 3 yards there. And what a good job he did on that one. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Let's see what happens next. Ball at the 43-yard line. They got trips towards the top of the formation. One receiver towards the bottom here in the shotgun. Browns got 4 guys in the line. They take the snap. Big Ben throws it across the middle, and it is caught by Johnson. So Dante Johnson there with the reception for 6 yards and a 1st down for Pittsburgh. Now we're going to be looking at 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 49-yard line. So almost at midfield. So Cleveland's got Cleveland winning 27-24. Okay, so he wants to spoil Big Ben plans. I got you. Meanwhile, the Steelers take the snap there. Big Ben's going deep, puts his whole arm into it. Oh, it's incomplete. Incomplete. And so Big Ben, Big Ben's saying something to the sideline right now, but that is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Pittsburgh 49-yard line. That time he threw it into double coverage there, and so it would have had to have been the perfect pass for it to get there. Again, we're in the first quarter, 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go, and nobody has scored so far in this one. It's 0-0. Let's see if the Steelers can change that. 2nd and 10. They take the snap. They hand it to Najee Harris up the middle. And Harris, look at him, driving defenders with him. Picked up 8 yards on the carry. 3rd and 2 coming up here from the Cleveland 43-yard line. So he went directly right up the middle there on the draw play. They hand it to him, And, hey, he did the rest there. He carried a linebacker at least a good 4 yards on that one. But here we go, 3rd and 2 coming up here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Shotgun formation. Let's see if the Browns send any pressure here. Big Ben's making adjustments. Again, 3rd and 2 right now. Let's see who gets it. They take the snap, hand it to Najee Harris again, and that time Najee Harris gets tripped up there, and he's close to the first down line, but just short. I think you got to go for it here. You got to go for it here. Yeah, he's just short here by at least the length of the football. So 4th and 1 coming up here. I expect them to go for it here. It just makes sense to go for it. And that's exactly what they're going to do. No hesitation. I would go ahead and run it again with Najee Harris. They're going to add a fullback in this time. So we got a fullback in. All right. Multiple tight ends, a fullback in the back of the backfield. Claypool's the receiver. He goes in motion. Big Ben takes the snap. They're going to hand it to the up back there, the fullback, and he's going to get just enough for the first down. Again, that was Watt on the carry. So it's going to be a first down for Pittsburgh and a fresh new set of downs to work with. 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 41-yard line here in the first quarter. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And Pittsburgh's trying to get the first points of the game. And while they do that, guys, don't forget to make sure you guys to press the thumbs up button here to show support for the stream. Really appreciative of you guys joining us here today. And also, if you're somebody that's new, make sure you do subscribe to the channel as well. We do these play-by-plays regularly, and you're going to want to know future streams as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well. But here we go. 1st and 10. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Big Ben in the shotgun. Take the snap. Browns send pressure. They throw it to Johnson. And Johnson met in the backfield there. He's going to lose a yard, if maybe get back to the line of scrimmage there. But yes, 2nd down. Let's see, 2nd and 10 coming up here from their own 41-yard line. Excellent tackling by the Cleveland Browns on that play. 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. So the first quarter's going by pretty quickly. 2nd and 10 for Big Ben and company. Out of the shotgun, 5 wide. Big Ben takes a snap. He's looking. He's going deep to the left. 1-on-1, and it's incomplete. He was aiming for James Washington on that play, but great coverage on the play, and it's incomplete. That was Williams on the coverage. 3rd down coming up. 1 minute 32 left to go here in the first quarter. Let's see, Ashak says, grind is paying off. I saw your Rose Bowl game at 5K's views. And so, oh, yeah, that was live. That was live right there. It was a great stream. That one, and also the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl as well. That one was pretty good as well. I think that one had about 1.7K as well. So, yeah, that was pretty good. But here we go, guys. 3rd down coming up here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. The Browns, they got a lot of guys in the line. Let's see how many they send. The Browns send pressure. Throws it quickly to Johnson and lets Johnson try to do the rest there. But Cleveland was ready for it. Ward with the tackle. 5-yard pickup there. So now we got 4th and 5 coming up here at the Cleveland 36-yard line. Let's see if the Steelers will roll the dice once again and go for it. So far in this drive, you've got 9 plays, 26 yards, and about 4 minutes to turn the time possession off the clock. All right, so here we go, 4th down. If you find yourself going for it on 4th down, hey, that means something's not right here. You cannot keep going for it on 4th down. You've got to start doing better than that. I'm a little concerned at this point. But let's see if they convert. All right, so we go 4th and 5. Big Ben takes the snap there. Throws it across the middle. Incomplete. It was in the linebacker hands. He dropped the interception there, but incomplete. So the Cleveland Browns defense gets it stopped. We saw Pittsburgh defense stop Cleveland on 4th down, and now we just saw Cleveland defense stop Pittsburgh on 4th down. We're here in the first quarter, guys. 43 seconds left to go, and nobody has scored yet in this game. But, yeah, appreciate that, Azashak. And so let's see, Negro National League, what's good with you? What's good with you? And you say go Steelers and Big Ben, so you want to see Big Ben win it. Do you think this will be Big Ben's last home game with the Steelers, or do you think he's coming back next year? Let me know for sure, and also your final score projection in this one. All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Got trips towards the bottom of the formation there, 1 receiver towards the top. Baker takes it, hands it to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb Makes the guy miss there. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry, taking it all the way to the Cleveland 40-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up. And so M and JB Sports Lunatics, what's good with you? How's it going? You say, what happened to the Pittsburgh offense? It kind of faded away. And so it's really the offensive line that has been the issue. When you have a guy of Ben Roethlisberger's age, you need the offensive line to be A1. That has not been the case. And so it really starts with the offensive line. I need to see some changes for the Steelers on that offensive line next season. Meanwhile, Mayfield throws it, and it was almost picked off there. TJ Watt came in and swatted that one in the air. Lucky for them, there was not a Steeler close enough to pick that one off there. But Baker's not putting enough air under the football to get it past these defenders, and they're waiting on it. This is like the 2nd or 3rd time I've seen him get the ball swat. As I like to say, TJ swat. That's what I call TJ Watt sometimes, TJ swat, because he'll get in there and he'll swat that ball. All right, but here we go, guys. 3rd and 6 for the Browns. 2 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Can we get some points here tonight? Mayfield, let's see. He's 1 of 7 for 20 yards in this one. Mayfield takes a snap. And Mayfield is going to get sacked. He is going to get sacked by TJ Swat. That's what I call him, TJ Watt, but I call him TJ Swat. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. All right, so that was illegal motion there on Jarvis Landry, but it's not going to matter there. Decline that one, and so the sack will stand. So how about that for that Pittsburgh defense? Coming out there, being aggressive. Both teams' defenses are looking pretty sharp in this one today. And, hey, let's see who's going to get us some points here. We want to see some points. But when we come back there, it'll be the second quarter, score still 0-0, and we will see if anybody can get some points here in the second quarter. And let's see, old man says before this game, he had 984 yards with 6 touchdowns. And so, fantastic. And now he's over 1,000 yards here, and he still got 1 game left to go. So not a bad rookie year at all. Not a bad rookie year at all. Let's see, Ashak says, I won my fantasy championship game yesterday. Jamar Chase got me like 60 points. And so, woo! Oh, yeah, Jamar Chase, he went off. Hey, he made sure if you had this man in his starting lineup, you were going to get that W, especially if you were fortunate enough to have both him and Joe Burrow in your lineup. You didn't even need the rest of the team, probably. Didn't even need the rest of the team. That's it. You had the dub. If you found a way to lose with him in the lineup, that means you made a lot of mistakes for sure. Let's see, Andrew says Jamar went off. Yeah, he went off. He did go off. Again, right now we're at the commercial because it is the end of the first quarter. But when we get back, it's going to be the Browns. It's going to have to punt the football to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we'll see if Big Ben and company can get something going. So far this season, they're 7-7-1, but they are 5-2-1 at home. So let's see if these Steelers can crank it up offensively in this one. And so let's see. Ashai says, for real. And let's see. Braden says that was also the last game John Madden called. And so, oh, really? Okay. And so let's see. Big boy, what's good, big boys? What's good? What's good with you? Who you like in this one, and what's your score projection? But appreciate you for coming through. And you say, damn penalties. And so, man, you're like me. I hate penalties. I hate penalties. And so Big Boy says it's 3rd down and forever. And so, oh, yeah, that is the case. And for both of these teams, you really don't want to go 3rd and long because your offense is, quite frankly, for the Steelers, you just don't have the offensive line for 3rd and long for you to be able to do much with it. And for the Browns, you got Baker Mayfield, so you don't want 3rd and long for sure. So, absolutely, especially an injured Baker Mayfield, I should say. 80s, what's good? What's good? You say JB plus Baker Mayfield. I knew you were going to love this one. I knew it. All right, so the punt's on the way. Let's see if we're going to return here by the Steelers. No return there. And, that ball bounced right to the Steeler on that one. He had no choice but to catch that one. So Pittsburgh's going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. And let's see if this will be the drive here where they can get some points. In a game like this, even a field goal would be huge. Let's see. Hashtag says that's why kickers are important. Browns kicker isn't good enough, so they went for it. And so, yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. Kickers can win or lose games. That is for sure. Hashtag says maybe I am reaching, but still kickers are important. Hey, you're right about that now. You're right about that. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Big Ben up under center. Going to take the snap. Hands it to Najee Harris. Najee Harris there goes off the left guard, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards there on the play. So now we got 2nd and 3 coming up here at the Pittsburgh 41-yard line. Again, we're still trying to get the first points of the game at this point. All right, here we go. One back in the backfield, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Big Ben takes the snap there. Play fake, bootlegs. He throws it, and it's caught there by McLeod. So McLeod picks up 11 yards on the play. First down here for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and now we're on Cleveland's side of the football here at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Andrew says, how many yards would it have been if they kicked it? Let's see, about a 35-yard field goal. How many yards would that have been? I mean, from the 35-yard line, how far would that have been? That's a good question. A very good question. I want to say like what, a low 50s? But here we go. Najee Harris on the carry there, bouncing around there, but unable to get anything on that one. So now we got 2nd down coming up here. Again, 2nd quarter here, 13 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here before the half. Score is still 0-0 right now at the moment. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Big Ben with the snap. There's a penalty. There's already a penalty there. Let's see. McLeod with the reception there, but there is a penalty. Let's see what they call. Meanwhile, I see that we're at 16 thumbs up already. Appreciate that. Let's see if we can get the 25 thumbs up here before the half. Heck, let's see if we can get more than 25 here. Let's be aggressive. All right, so there's going to be a penalty there against the defense there. So now you're going to move Pittsburgh up 5 yards, and we got 2nd and 5 coming up here. And as you can see, yeah, the defensive lineman, he lined up offsides on that one. Can't make that mistake. 2nd and 5 coming up. All right, so we're going to shotgun again. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Big Ben in the shotgun. 2nd and 5. Big Ben takes the snap there, pump fakes, throws it to Najee Harris. And Najee Harris, he's gonna get enough for the first down and then some, taking it all the way to the 36-yard line. He picked up 7 yards on that completion there across the middle. So now we're at the Cleveland 36-yard line. Let's see. Big Boy says, where is step on it? Step to it. And so let's see. 80 says, couple independent day, quarterback JB, make that tackle. Or could I make that tackle? That would have been a yes. That would have been a yes. Here we go. 1st and 10. Big Ben throws. Oh, his receiver got nailed on that one, McLeod. McLeod's looking for a penalty there. Yeah, no penalty on that one, son. That was just an excellent time hit. If anything, Big Ben, he just put you up there in front of that one. That was Stewart with the hit. So, yeah, Big Ben, that wasn't a penalty there. That was just Big Ben. He threw it right there, knowing where the guy was in coverage. Excellent coverage. I like the no call on that one. But here we go, 2nd and 10. Big Ben's in the shotgun here. Going to go 5 wide. Got 3 receivers, tight end, and a running back. 2nd and 10. From his own 36-yard line, he takes the snap. Big Ben throws it across the middle there, and Johnson with another drop. Another drop. He does this so much. I mean, I love this kid. He's so talented. The only thing holding him back are these drops. You cannot continuously drop the ball when you're receiver number 1. You just can't do it. Yeah, last year led the league in drops there. I mean, it reminds me a lot of T.O. when it comes to drops. You just can't keep dropping the ball. Here we go, 3rd and 10. So 3rd and long. Can the offensive line give Big Ben some time here? Quick pass there to Claypool. Claypool makes one guy miss, but he's brought down on the play there. Up, there's a penalty. There is a penalty. You can't do it. You snatch the man's shoe off and throw it. Come on, man. You know the NFL is going to call that. Come on, man. Look at that. Jadeveon Clowney. We're talking about Clowney not because he got a sack, not because he made a big-time play, but because he decided that he was going to take the man's shoe off, first of all, and then chunk his shoe. Come on, man. You know the NFL is going to call that, man. Really? You just gave them a first down when your defense made the stop. Come on, man. Come on. Let's see. Ashak says that handoff they gave to the bus was unnecessary as well. I feel like they were winning correct. And so at that time, they were trying to ice the game. They were trying to ice the game at that point, finish it off. But I can't remember exactly what the score was, but I feel like a touchdown would have iced it, and the game would have been out of reach for Peyton Manning and company on that one. But so I feel like they did need it to score. But, yeah, that was bad. Meanwhile, Najee Harris with the carry, but they did have the lead, though, but they were trying to ice the game completely. And so, yeah, Najee Harris picks up 8 yards off the right tackle on that play. Now we got second down coming up here. We're in the red zone here. Let's see if the Steelers can get us that first points of the game here. Will Big Ben throw a touchdown here? He's at the Browns' 12-yard line. Let's see what they do. Take the snap there. Going to hit Najee Harris there. Najee Harris going to pick up the first down there, and so takes it all the way to the 5-yard line. So 5 yards away from the end zone for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Can they get into the end zone here on this drive? 9 plays, 61 yards, about 3 minutes and 35 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock here in the second quarter with 11 minutes left to go before the half. Look at that for Pittsburgh. 0 first-half touchdowns in the last 5 games. Imagine how much better this team would have been if they got off the quicker starts this year. But let's see. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, running back. Let's see what they do. Big Ben up under center. Takes the snap. Throws it to the receiver, Johnson, and Johnson gets the touchdown. So Big Ben does throw a touchdown here in the first half. How about that? This is what happens when you can give Big Ben just a little bit of time to work with on that offense. Because I'm telling you, I watched a lot of games this year for the Steelers where Big Ben was just getting knocked around left and right. So it's good to see Big Ben able to stand up here. I don't think he's been sacked so far in this one. But, hey, excellent job on that play. Again, this all happened because of the penalty. Because of the penalty by Clowney. Talk about being a clown out there. You go out there and do a stupid penalty when your team's already made a stop, and now the other team scored a touchdown on a 10-play, 66-yard, 4 minutes and 14 seconds term time possession drive. You just can't do that. You just cannot do that. But the Steelers get the extra point, and they got the first points of the game. They lead this one 7-0. Let's see if the Browns can answer when they get the football. Let's see. Hashtag says, if the Jaguars had Tyrod Taylor in 2017, they would have won that game against New England. They would have had a lot of people, honestly, could have played quarterback for them, and they would have been so much better that year. But to have Blake Bortles held them back. He held them back. And so, but yeah, right now we're at the commercial, guys. Here in the second quarter, 10 minutes and 39 seconds left to go here. Pittsburgh just scored a touchdown. Big Ben connected with Dante Johnson for the 5-yard touchdown reception there. And so now the Steelers are taking the lead in this one 7-0 and what might potentially be Big Ben's final home game up under center for the Steelers. And see, Ashak says, no flag. Let me go ahead and catch up here on some of these comments here. And so old man says, yeah, I'm taking it back. Big Ben done. That one throw took everything he had. Let's see. So, yeah, he changed his mind on that one. And so, yeah, that was Derek Watt there. That's right, Derek Watt. Absolutely. Let's see. Ashak says the classic Steelers screen where they lose yards every time, yet they keep calling it. I feel like they need to watch Ohio State and see how we run that play and then try to revamp that. But you're absolutely right. And the only reason why they're doing it is quite simple. The offensive line for the Steelers, they can't block long enough for some of those longer plays, so they have no choice but to throw it quickly and get the ball out of Big Ben's hand. They have no choice. So absolutely. And so, Jonathan, what's good? What's good? And so, yeah, Jonathan, we finally got a score just now, not too long ago, where Pittsburgh finally got us the first touchdown of the game. And so, yeah, the score is 7-0 now. Pittsburgh literally just scored a touchdown here, and we're at the commercial right now. So the score right now is 7-0. But prior to that, nobody scored in the first quarter, so it was a scoreless game. Absolutely. But appreciate you for coming through. What is your score projection for this game? And also, guys, I'm not sure if you guys are able to watch it, but if you are able to see me talk, you should be able to see the scoreboard above my head as well here on the stream. Let me know if that's not the case, but you should be able to see, like, and it's small now, so if you're watching from your phone, it may be hard to see, but you should be able to also see the scoreboard above my head as well if I'm ever talking too much and you just can't see the scoreboard. And so, but yeah, you say JJ SWAT? Absolutely. That's my nickname for him. Absolutely. Shaq said the SWAT brothers. There you go. I love it. I love it. The SWAT brothers. But here we go. The Steelers are about to kick things off here. They're leading 7-0. They just scored a touchdown, and we'll see what the Browns can do here to respond. Kickoff on the way. There will be a return here by the Browns. Let's see. He's at the 15, at the 20. Takes it all the way to about the 24-yard line for Cleveland, their own 24-yard line. So now we got 1st and 10 for their own 24-yard line. For Cleveland, the theme of this year has probably just been a lot of injuries and stuff for them. I mean, Nick Chubb, he did miss some time with injuries, although Johnson came in and did a fantastic job. Fantastic job. But also Kareem Hunt, he's been hurt. Obviously, Baker Mayfield playing through his injuries and stuff. So many injuries across the board here offensively for Cleveland. And then we all know how things played out with OBJ and stuff. So, yeah, a lot of problems on offense this year, but some of it has to do with injuries. But here we go, guys. Trailing 7-0. Baker Mayfield up under center. Multiple tight ends on the play. Take the snap. Going to hand it to the back, Nick Chubbs. Off the right side, and Nick Chubbs, he's going to pick up a yard there. Oh, what a hit. What a hit. I'm surprised the NFL let that one slide. I've seen a couple times there where if you slam a man down like that, they call a penalty for that one. But, hey, it's a no call. We'll live with that. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Again, 10 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Browns already lined up here. They're going to go 5 wide. Baker takes the snap. Baker throws it, and it's incomplete. The ball was swatted down, incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up here at their own 25-yard line. Again, they trail 7-0 here in the second quarter with 10 minutes in the second left to go here before the half. Shaq says Dante Johnson. I like it. I like it. Let's see. Shaq says Jadeveon Clowney just gave him a first down by throwing his shoe. You say, holy Jesus, that's bad. Yeah, he took the man's shoe off and then just slung it. Just slung it for no apparent reason. I've seen NFL tablets get more respect than that shoe had on that play. Here we go, 3rd and 9 for the Browns. Baker Mayfield looks. He throws it too short. Incomplete. Incomplete. He was trying to throw it to Johnson there. It was too low. Johnson couldn't get it. 4th down coming up, 4th and 9. And so there you go. One of the SWAT brothers, as we like to say, came up big on that play. And so now they're going to force a punt here by the Browns. And so the Steelers will get the football already up 7-0. And let's see if number 7 can add 7 more points here for the Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, I just don't get it. You're already eliminated for the season. Why is Baker still out there? You know he's playing through the injury. Why is he still out there? It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it didn't make sense to me why he was playing earlier, but why is he still out there when you've already been eliminated? Why not take a look at another quarterback and at the very least, don't risk him further injuring his injury that he's already got? Well, injuries, I should say. But we're going to get a return here on the punt. McLeod takes it all the way to about the Pittsburgh 37-yard line on that return. So he picked up 15 yards on the return. And so Big Ben and company, they're going to come back out there 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line with 9 minutes and 46 seconds left before the half. Let's see what happens. And so old man says, free Myles Garrett. And let's see, Ashak says, Myles Garrett should go to Chicago. Hey, that would be scary if he went there. That would be scary if he went there. Old man says, old Big Ben is better than Baker. Hey, that's a fact right there. That's a fact right there. That's a fact. I know injuries are contributing to Baker Mayfield's play. I will say that. But even before then, I mean, he had one good year. So we're still trying to see what exactly he's worth right now. I know the Browns, that's probably why they're playing him right now. They wanted to take a good, hard look at Baker Mayfield to determine, what they're going to do financially with him. So I expect him to go ahead and just give him one more. He's going to have one more year to prove himself next year. But after that, I think that's it. You got to come up there and you got to light it up. You're the first pick of the draft. First pick of the draft. You got to play like it. Absolutely. But again, right now, if you're just tuning in here, Pittsburgh is leading 7-0 right now in this game here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 49 seconds left to go. They just got the football off the punt. So when we come back, they'll be taking over 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. And we'll see if they can follow up that last touchdown drive with another one right here. But yeah, it's like you said, oh man, when you saw that deep pass right there, yeah, he put everything he had left in that one. That is for sure. Gotta love Big Ben though. But yeah, I think it is time. I think this will be his last home game here with the Steelers. And I really hope the Steelers just appreciate everything that he's done for this organization. And I know that it's not going to be easy moving forward with another quarterback, but yeah, it has to happen at some point. At some point. This is just not a good year though to be looking for a quarterback, honestly, though, from the NFL draft perspective. So we'll see how free agency plays out. Or if you guys feel, matter of fact, do you guys feel like Mason Rudolph should be the quarterback if Big Ben doesn't play next year? Do you think that maybe him, possibly even Dwayne Haskins, or should the Steelers look outside elsewhere for a quarterback? Or should they draft a quarterback? How do you think the Steelers should go about looking for another quarterback? Let me know in the live chat here. What should the Steelers do in terms of trying to find Big Ben's replacement for next year? Should they do like the Saints did and just trust the quarterbacks you have on the roster, let them come in, compete, and then probably most likely end up going with Mason Rudolph? Let me know what your thoughts are. But here we go. We're back from the commercial now. So Steelers with the football from their own 37-yard line. They're leading 7-0 now over the Browns. They're facing 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Let's see what happens. Big Ben up under center, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 running back. Play fake. Ben's looking. Throws to the tight end. The tight end's going to get back to the line of scrimmage there. And so 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10 coming up here. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. But yeah, I mean, Big Ben, wow, so many memories. I remember the Big Ben and Jerome Bettis, and then I remember Big Ben and Willie Parker in the backfield. I remember that era too, how they beat the Seahawks and stuff like that. I remember that. Meanwhile, play fake. Big Ben fumbled it, but he fell on his own fumble there. So Clowney trying to make up for his mistake earlier with the forced fumble there, but Big Ben was able to fall on it. So now we got a 3rd and long situation coming up here for Pittsburgh. 3rd and 16 from their own 31-yard line. Again, if you're Cleveland, that's exactly what you want. Hopefully this time you won't get any type of unnecessary roughness penalties or something like that. Look at that. He's been sacked 552 times in his NFL career. That's the most since 1982. That's exactly why I'm telling you Big Ben won't be back next year. I wouldn't be back after all those hits. And so they throw the ball to Najee Harris, and Najee Harris is going to pick up 13 of those yards, 13 of the 16 yards that he needed there, but he's 3 yards shy. So 4th down coming up here, 4th and 3. 8 minutes left to go here before the half. But yeah, that's a lot of times to get sacked. I think of a guy like Andrew Luck. I think of Cam Newton back when he was in Carolina and all like that. When the quarterback gets hit that much, it does something to them. And so for Big Ben to last as long as he did with all those hits, that's just a testament to how much Big Ben loves the game. But man, that's rough. All right, but here we go, guys. 4th down, 4th and 3. Again, the score right now is Pittsburgh's up 7-0. And so they're going to be punting the ball here to the Browns, and we'll see if the Browns can get their first points of the game. Punt's on the way. All right, so there's going to be a return here. All right, takes it to about the 20-yard line. So, all right, so for the Cleveland Browns, so they're going to be taking over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. But there is a penalty. So let's hold on here. There is a penalty. And while they're discussing the penalty, let's see, old man says, I think they will either trade for Aaron Rodgers or trading for Mr. Glass, a.k.a. Jimmy G. Jimmy G, that would be very interesting right there if they went that route of a Jimmy G. But I think with Mason Rudolph on the roster, I think as long as Tomlin is still there, I think they'll at least keep Mason Rudolph there and probably end up drafting a quarterback to sit behind Mason Rudolph until he's ready. All right, so there's a penalty on Pittsburgh there, so they're going to just go ahead and add on 5 yards to that one right there. So, yeah, they'll be taking over 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 26-yard line after that penalty. But, yeah, the whole Jimmy Garoppolo thing, I find that interesting. It's just I feel like a team, it's kind of like I was saying last year with the Saints, and it played out how I thought it would, where they would just keep the quarterbacks they got because they got Mason Rudolph, because they got Dwayne Haskins there. Those are 2 quarterbacks you can keep. If anything, you probably draft the quarterback there. Maybe the quarterback from Pitt, Kenny Pickett, maybe they go with him. Matter of fact, I think that's the only option I would go if I'm Pittsburgh there. And I wouldn't want to wait. I wouldn't want to do it in the first round. If I did have to do it in the first, I prefer not to. I really prefer he falls to me in the second, but I'll have to see how the draft boards line up there. I'd much rather get him in the 3rd round, though. But I mean, if I get him the second, I'll work with that. But certainly, I don't want to spend a 1st round pick on him. There's so many things we can do with that 1st round pick, like dropping the lineman to protect him or whoever's going to be quarterbacking, stuff like that. Let's see. Old man says if they don't trade for a quarterback, I can see them bringing in Fitzpatrick and drafting a quarterback. Ooh, why in Fitzpatrick? Ooh, that is wow. I like it, old man. You're thinking outside the box. I like it. Adishak says, I think the Steelers should draft Kenny Pickett. Again, if you're just tuning in, right now we're at the commercial, so we're not missing anything right now. We're at the commercial. And when we come back, Cleveland will take over 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. They're trailing 7-0 right now. So Pittsburgh is leading 7-0 right now. And make sure you guys do press the thumbs up button as well. And if you're somebody that's new, make sure you do subscribe to the channel as well. And if you do want to show support for the stream, of course, this is always optional. But if you do want to show extra support for the channel and stuff, whenever you do see an ad and all like that, as long as it's not one of those crazy long ones, if you let it play, the more the ad plays, that's how YouTubers get paid, in case you guys aren't aware, and stuff like that through the ad. So definitely do, if you want to support the channel in that way, that's one way to do so. But let's see, Ashak says, I think the Steelers should draft Kenny Pickett. I think that's the perfect place for Kenny to end up at, honestly, is that I think that would be the place for him to land. And so I'm right there with you. But, yeah, I think they stick with Mason Rudolph as the quarterback. He starts off quarterbacking, and they let Kenny Pickett just sit and wait his turn. Now, hopefully they can get him in the second, preferably 3rd round, but most likely you have to get him in the 2nd round because this year's quarterback class, there's a lot of guys out there that I'm telling you that's going to fool some people. Don't listen to those experts with a lot of those other quarterbacks. Some of those guys, I just don't see it with them. I just don't see it. It wasn't there in college. It won't be there in the NFL. Here we go, 1st and 10. Mayfield up under center. Mayfield takes the snap here, going to hand it to it's a fake, actually. He's bootlegging. He throws it to the left side there, and it's picked off. He threw it right to the defensive back. I knew it was just a matter of time before Baker went Baker out there on us. I say it all the time. You guys know it, but he threw that right to the defensive back. You couldn't have thrown a better pass to him. Why is this kid still in the game? It is time to look somewhere else. Oh, my goodness. How many more times must one see this? The season's already done. You basically wasted the talent of everyone else on the roster for one man, and you continue to make the same mistake. If I'm a GM, this is almost a fireable offense. The only reason why I would not fire him is because of the fact that last year he took the Browns to the playoffs. The only reason why I wouldn't do it. Only reason why I wouldn't do it. You know the guy's playing injured. You know that. You know he's basically already above average at best, and yet you still do that. Look at that. 55 career interceptions, 4 more than any other quarterback since 2018. What in the world? Come on, man. Wow. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Here we go for the Steelers. 1st and 10. Big Ben has it. He feels the rush. He avoids someone. He's going to go deep. Throws it up there, and Claypool, you gotta get better position than that, baby. You gotta get better position than that. Big Ben, you did your job. You avoid the rush and gave your guy a chance. It's just your boy I don't know what he was doing. But yeah, I'm surprised he was able to avoid Clowney on that one. Good job, Big Ben. But yeah, Claypool, you got to do a better job of positioning yourself back there because he gave you a chance, a 50-50 chance. The defensive back he wasn't touching you or anything. You could have went up and made that play. But here we go, guys, 2nd and 10. Let's see what they do. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Big Ben up under center. Washington goes in motion. They take the snap. They hand the ball there to Najee Harrison. Najee Harrison, look at him. Najee Harris is picking up about 14 yards on that carry. Made a guy miss there, cut up field. Absolutely love it, guys. 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 29-yard line. So Pittsburgh, they're looking to score again. And as long as I don't see any penalties, nothing like that, they should perhaps add on to that score here. They're at the Cleveland 29-yard line. But yeah, Shaq, I'm right there with you. It's just I hope they don't have to do it in the first round, but they'll probably most likely have to do it in the first round. So if they do that in the first round, I want to see them in the second. I want to see them acquire a lot of offensive linemen this year. They throw the ball there to Johnson, and so Johnson went backwards on the play, so he actually ended up losing some yards from where he caught it there, and it turns into a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up at the Cleveland 28-yard line. Again, right now, 6 minutes left to go before the half. Pittsburgh up 7-0. And so, Hunter, what's good? My bad for taking so long, bro, but what's good with you? How's it going? How is it going? Absolutely glad to have you here. And who are you rooting for in this one? All right, here we go, 2nd and 9. Again, the Steelers already leading 7-0, trying to add on to that lead. Big Ben in the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. He takes a snap. Big Ben's looking. He has some time there. He moves around to avoid Myles Garrett. And he threw a nice pass that time and a completion to his tight end for 12 yards. That time the defensive back tried to jump the play, but he was a couple seconds too late on that one, and the Steelers get a big-time first down there. So now we got 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 16-yard line, and we're once again inside the red zone. Let's see if Big Ben can throw another touchdown pass here. And so, yeah, Ward, he gambled on that one, and he paid for it. All right, but here we go, guys. 1st and 10. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here before the half. Steelers up 7-0. Let's see, Jonathan says, what happened to Cordell Stewart? And so, good old Cordell Stewart, man. Cordell Stewart. There's a name. Meanwhile, they throw the ball to McLeod, and he's going to pick up 3 yards on the play. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd down coming up here. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here before the half. So if you're Pittsburgh, you've got enough time where you can score now. And if your defense comes out and hold the Browns like they've been doing, you might can maybe score again before the half. So you might can possibly score twice the way this offense is finally moving the ball right now. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 7 out of the shotgun. Going to go 5 wide on the play. Big Ben takes it. He's looking. He throws it in the direction of McLeod. Incomplete. So that's incomplete right there. 3rd down coming up. So 3rd and 7 coming up here. Again, 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to go before the half. Steelers up 7-0 on this play. In the game. And so, Greedy Williams, they're saying his return is questionable here. Again, that's the defensive back out of LSU. What many people call DBU University. Here we go, 3rd and 7. For Big Ben and the Steelers, they're going to go 5 wide once again. Let's see if the Browns generate pressure or will the Steelers get a touchdown here. Big Ben is 5 of 5 on 3rd down here. Let's see if he keeps it going. Takes a snap, pump fakes, throws it across the middle. And nice catch there by McLeod. He got hit, but he still made the reception and a 1st down. Now we got 1st and goal once again. 4 yards away from the end zone. On this drive, 7 plays, 39 yards, about 3 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. All right, so let's see. So we go 1st and goal here for the Steelers from the 4-yard line. Let's see if Big Ben can get this team into the touchdown. Him or Najee Harris. Let's see. Ben takes the snap here. He's looking. He throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. He was trying to go to McLeod that time, but excellent coverage there by Newsome. But yeah, I mean, I only know one Cordell Stewart though, and it's Cordell Stewart that I know hasn't suited up since what 2005, I think, with the Ravens or something like that. So that's going back. That's going back. But his last time he was with Pittsburgh was like in 2002, unless I'm thinking of the wrong Cordell Stewart here. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and goal coming up here. Big Ben in the shotgun. Let's see if this will be the touchdown drive here for the Steelers. Arc and the Browns defense make a play. They take the snap. Big Ben's looking. He throws it way too high. Incomplete. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up. So 3rd and goal coming up here for the Steelers. But wait a second. We've got a injured Cleveland Brown right now. And so, So you've already got Greedy Williams who left the game already for the Cleveland Browns here. And so, oh, man. Oh, yeah, he got hit right there in the knee. And so medical staff is looking at him. But, yeah, that means the Cleveland Browns, they're losing defensive backs right now, a lot of them. Meanwhile, while they're looking at those guys and they're at commercial right now, I'll go ahead and get to some of these comments here. Let's see. Jonathan says, Ryan Fitzpatrick played for every NFL team. And so that's definitely his goal. Old man says, say what you want. Fitzmagic is a great vet to have. He has seen everything to be seen in the NFL. And even if you bench him, he won't throw a fit. That's right. Fitz won't throw a fit. You're right about that. I mean, hey, I liked him. I was fond of him being signed by Washington. That is why I thought Washington was going to duplicate what they did the year before. Obviously, he got injured. That changed a couple things for Washington there. But, yeah, I mean, I think it would be a great fit. It's just I don't think the Steelers will take that route simply because I've noticed, when a team already has a veteran quarterback, like even someone like Mason Rudolph at this point that they're comfortable with, they'll just go ahead and draft a replacement for Big Ben and let that replacement sit behind the quarterback they've already got and use that money elsewhere. But we will see. Because Fitzmagic did say that he was, contemplating possibly retiring before Washington reached out to him and basically convinced him to come back. So we'll see if Fitz doesn't retire after the end of this year. Let's see. 80 says, JB's boy Baker INT. Let's see. Old man says that Baker is the new David Carr. The difference between David Carr and Baker is that I believe if David Carr would not have been drafted by the Houston Texans, I think he would have had a better career. But just because of where he was and the fact that they were so close to being that expansion team back then, and then like talent that they had and stuff, other than Dante Johnson and stuff, that was really about it. So I think he could have had a better career elsewhere. But I feel you on that one. And so the credit game, what's good? What's good? You say a baker dozen picks. And so there you go. A baker dozen. I feel like that's what they should call some type of donuts and all like that. A baker dozen. And so, all right, so we're getting back to the game here. Again, it is 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Let's see what happens. All right, so let's see. 3rd and goal here. If I'm Cleveland, you got to rely on that defensive line because you got to drop some extra guys back right now simply because you got too many injuries in the secondary right now. Let's see what happens. 3rd and goal for the Steelers. Big Ben takes a snap out the shotgun. Big Ben's holding the football. He throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Underthrew his target on that play. So now 4th down coming up. They're already up 7-0 here. Will they just kick the field goal? I think you got to kick the field goal here in a game like this. Every point matters. You kick the field goal, make it a 2-score game. I think that's the right move right now. Oh, Big Ben, you read it late. It was there. Big Ben, it was there. He knows he made a mistake on that one. So here we go. Chris Boswell, he is 29-33 on field goals on the season. His longest kick, 59 yards. But this will be a chip chop here, 22 yards. Kick is up. And it's good. So the Steelers extend their lead. They're up 10-0 over the Browns in this one. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left to go before the half. Steelers currently leading 10-0. When we come back from the commercial, they're going to kick things off here to the Browns. Let's see. Braden says, what quarterback do you like in the upcoming draft? Well, Braden, all the quarterbacks that I like, they're not in this upcoming draft. There is not a quarterback that I'm willing to vouch for in this upcoming draft. That kid from, that kid from North Carolina, I say stay far away from him. I hate to say a kid's going to be a bust, but I think that kid's going to be a bust if he is indeed going to be in the draft this year. And then you've got a couple guys that would make good prospects and stuff. Malik Willis, I think he's a prospect at best. But for me, prospects, they need to sit about 2 years before they're ready. And quite frankly, most coaches will be fired by then. So someone's going to try to force them too early, and then it doesn't work out. And so Kenny Pickett, I think for the Steelers, it would make sense and stuff like that because he can probably come in with the weapons that they got and stuff. As long as you give him an offensive line, it might can work out after sitting for about the first year, stuff like that. But outside of that, there's not a lot of quarterbacks in this year's draft that I'm too fond of. This is not the year that I would focus on a quarterback. If I'm a team, I would be looking anywhere else, filling every other need. Even if I'm a team that's picking early, maybe trade back or maybe just acquire some other pieces so that way when there's a good quarterback draft coming out, then focus on that. But I wouldn't be taking a quarterback this year. All right, so here we go for the Browns here. And so they're going to take it out to about the 21-yard line here. So we got 1st and 10 coming out here from the Cleveland 21-yard line. Because, all the quarterbacks that I really like, they're too young to declare for the draft. All right, so the credit game says that Joe Flacco is available if anybody's interested. Let's see. Hashtag says the Bulls are winning. And so, hey, that's great. That is great. All right, but here we go, guys. Let's see what Cleveland can do with the football here. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun here. Let's see what they do. They're on 21-yard line. They take the snap here. Going to hand it to Johnson there. And Johnson, he's off the right side, going to pick up 2 yards on the carry. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 here from the Cleveland 23-yard line. So in order for the Steelers to make the playoffs, they must obviously win tonight. They must win against the Ravens. The Colts must lose against the Jaguars, and the Chargers and the Raiders, they can't end in a tie. So really the biggest thing would be is that needing the Colts to lose to the Jaguars. That is the one right there. But there's a lot of teams that can use them to lose to the Jaguars, honestly. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Browns. Baker takes a snap there. Play fake. Baker's looking. Baker's moving. He's looking. He throws it up there, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. So if I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers here, you're hoping for an incompletion there before the 2-minute warning. So you hopefully have enough time to still keep that 2-minute warning there. But, hey, you're going to have plenty of time to work with if you get a stop here. If you're Cleveland, 3rd and 8, you really want to convert here. If it's nothing else, and at least for the reason that I just mentioned, to prevent Pittsburgh from having an opportunity to go out there and score again. But let's see what happens. All right, here we go, 3rd and 8. Mayfield in the shotgun, takes a snap. Feels the pressure, steps up. Mayfield spins. He's looking. He throws it. And Jarvis Landry does a heck of a job coming up with the reception there. That's going to be a 1st down. Picked up 9 yards on the play, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So we're at the 2-minute warning here, and the score right now is Pittsburgh 10, Cleveland 0. Braden says, love JB's Baker tirades. Old man says, if I'm the Browns, I'm not picking up his 5th-year option. If they did already, maybe try and trade him with 2 firsts for Aaron Rodgers or Russ. Yeah, you're better off getting it for the Russ rather than Aaron Rodgers. There's no way the Packers will take that. No way. They would just rock with Jordan Love and say, look, just don't even include that man in the trade. We don't want him. We don't want him. The credit says Clowney is clowning around. Like it. Again, apologize. I'm so late with the comments here, guys, but we are at the commercial now, so I'll go ahead and try to catch up on some of these. Old man says Clowney has to be top 10 defense bust. Ooh, he says he never lived up to the hype, only 1 year, and that's when JJ was balling out. And so put him in the top 10 defensive bust categories. That's a bold statement. Elite Deletions, what's good with you? What's good with you? And you say touchdown Steelers? Absolutely. What's your final score projection for this game? Let's see. Ashak says that Clowney was a good run stopper in his prime, but he isn't even good at that anymore. He's a decent starter at best right now. Clowney's all about the money. He just wants the money right now. Ashak says Pittsburgh should play Ray McLeod more at receiver. He makes some big plays. He really does. Old man says, I like Grayson McCall. I believe you put him in the right spot like the Colts, Titans, maybe the Browns. Give him a vet to learn from. I think he can easily be a top 20 quarterback in the NFL. And so Grayson McCall, that's a good one right there. So I can see the potential there. I can see the potential. I'm not saying that all of these guys are going to turn out to be busts or anything like that. I'm just saying that, you're probably going to end up drafting the quarterback that's going to end up to turn out to be another Ryan Tannehill, another Baker Mayfield at best. And all like that. You're not going to draft someone that's going to come in here and be what you expect from a franchise, or what we come to expect now from a franchise quarterback, from an Aaron Rodgers to your Tom Brady's and stuff like that, guys like that, Patrick Mahomes, anything like that. I don't see anyone like that in this year's draft. Let's see. Hashtag says, surprisingly, Fitzpatrick has not played for Chicago. Yeah, he's never done that. But you guys had Josh McCown that one year, and I'm still mad to this day that you guys benched Josh McCown when he was playing on fire that year in favor of Jay Cutler coming back from his injury the game before when y'all needed to win against the Packers to get into the playoffs. I'm still mad about that. But here goes Baker. Takes a snap. Heads to the back there. Johnson makes one guy miss. Going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry. 3-4 yards on the carry. Second down coming up. Again, 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go here before the half. 2nd and 7. Baker takes the snap here. Throws the ball there, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. He was going for Higgins there. 3rd and 7 coming up here. 1 minute 40 before the half. Again, Pittsburgh is leading 10-0 right now. That is the score. The Browns are trying to get their first points of the game. And so, Jay in the Bay, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say, who I got winning tonight? Yeah, I got the Steelers winning this one here. I think with it being Big Ben's final game there, I got the Steelers winning this one. But appreciate you. Who you got winning this one? Meanwhile, Baker in the shotgun takes a snap. They're going to stop the play here. Going to stop the play. That usually means a false start here. Pittsburgh's already pointing, moving back 5 yards. So false start in the offense there, moving back. Let's see. Old man says that Chicago needs to sign Ryan Day as their head coach in the offense. I don't know about that. These college coaches, he's still working on developing those leadership. I shouldn't say developing those leadership skills, but implementing his culture still at Ohio State, I feel like. It's just now maybe an offensive coordinator role, perhaps, but head coach, I wouldn't go that far. But here we go, 3rd and 11. He's not ready yet. He needs a couple more years. Here we go, 3rd and 11 here. Baker takes a snap. He's looking. Going to throw it. Oh, he took a hit while he threw that one, and it's completed. It is completed. Donovan Peoples-Jones with the reception. 1 minute 25 left to go here before the half. So that was a big-time completion there. Took a bit of a hit there. So now we got first down here. Let's see. They're going to run the ball there, and he's going to get brought down there. So we got 2nd and 9 coming up. The ball right now is at the Pittsburgh 46-yard line. So far in this drive, 7 plays, 33 yards, about 2 minutes and 15 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock here. Remember, Cleveland has all 3 timeouts to work with. 58 seconds left to go before the half. 2nd and 9. Baker in the shotgun takes a snap. Throws it quickly, and it is caught there by Jarvis Landry. He goes out of bounds there. That's going to be a pickup of about 8 yards on the play. So we got 3rd and 2 coming up here. 49 seconds left to go. So they're at the Pittsburgh 39-yard line. And what the Browns are doing, are they making sure that regardless of what happens on this drive, they leave no time left for Pittsburgh to score again before the half. Let's see. Ashok says, I hope you hired a Bucs offensive coordinator, Byron Leftwich. Okay. I'm slick hoping the Jaguars bring Byron Leftwich back, but I don't think they'll do that. I really don't think they'll do that. Mayfield takes it, moving around, and he gets brought down for the sack. So he was sacked, lost 7 yards on the play, and so I expect Pittsburgh to call a timeout here and then have 2 timeouts to work with and about 40 seconds left before the half. So big-time sack by the Steelers, who are already leading this one 10-0. If you're Baker, you can't take that sack. But that was T.J. Watt, or as I like to say, T.J. Swat with the play. Yeah, he had someone open. I don't know what shade of green he's looking for, but he had 3 guys open, honestly. Well, I guess with that accuracy, I wouldn't be confident either, but still, you got to at least try. But yeah, Byron Leftwich, I'm hoping that he does get an NFL head coaching job. But hey, guys, we're at 22 thumbs up here. The goal was for us to try to get past 25 here before we reach the half here. We got 43 seconds, so let's make that happen. Let's see if we can exceed 25 thumbs up here from the first half. All right, so after the punt here, Ray McLeod has it, and he's going to take it all the way to about the 19-yard line here. So Pittsburgh to take over 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. Let's see if they try to score or if they'll just run this one out and take it to the half. They got 34 seconds left to work with and 2 timeouts. And so, yes, the next stream that I will have will be, it looks like Saturday, it looks like, and that's going to be the Cowboys versus the Eagles again. I just streamed 5 times in a row, so I'll certainly be looking for a couple of days off here to regenerate. But the Cowboys and Eagles, I'm thinking that's going to be the next game that I will be streaming on Saturday for that nighttime game on Saturday. All right, so here we go here. Second quarter, 34 seconds left to go here before the half. Big Ben in the shotgun. 3 receivers on the play. 1 tight end, 1 running back. Let's see what they do. Big Ben takes a snap. Going to hand it to Najee Harris there. And Najee Harris, he's going to run the football for about a yard on the play, a yard or 2 on the play. Second out coming up, 26 seconds left to go. I see the clock has stopped. So I think the Cleveland Browns are called a timeout. Yeah, the Browns called a timeout. I don't know why. Even if you did get a stop and got the football back and had about 20-something seconds to work with or 19, 18 seconds to work with, even if that was the case, most likely probably about 15 and 12, it's not like you're going to score with it. So yeah, good luck with that. But let's see. 2nd and 8 out of the shotgun. 5 receivers on the play for the Steelers. Big Ben takes a snap there. Throws it to Johnson. Johnson makes the reception, makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss, goes out of bounds after picking up 3 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. 22 seconds left to go. So again, right now, if you're just tuning in, the score right now is Pittsburgh 10, Cleveland 0. So yeah, we're looking to see right now, can the Browns get some points here in the first half? It doesn't look likely, especially with Pittsburgh with the football here. We'll see. But the Browns think they can. They called a timeout. Let's see. Shotgun formation here. The Browns are showing pressure. Big Ben takes the snap here. He throws it quickly. And so they pick up the 1st down there. So look at that. 1st down for the Steelers. And a penalty there. So they're going to call what looks to be unnecessary roughness. I don't know if I like that call or not, but that's how they've been calling this, or at least they're being consistent with that. So that's a 15-yard penalty, and that's huge because now you tack on 15 more yards. Now they got a 1st and 10 from their 45-yard line. Now they can start thinking about a field goal here, 2 timeouts to work with. So now that's a huge penalty right there against the Browns. But when the Steelers scored their first touchdown, or their only touchdown so far earlier in this quarter, it came off of Jadeveon Clowney with his unnecessary roughness. So the Browns are making penalties that are costly here in the second quarter. Here we go for the Steelers shotgun formation. Big Ben takes a snap there. Big Ben throws it, and it is caught there by the tight end who shakes off the linebacker and gets out of bounds. 12 seconds left to work with. 2nd and 6 coming up from the Pittsburgh. Let's see. 2nd and 6 coming up from the Pittsburgh 49-yard line. So you got Chris Boswell now getting all warmed up. Steelers got 2 timeouts right now, but I feel like you got to take a shot right now deep and probably towards the middle because you do have a timeout to work with. And so these timeouts, you can't take them to the bank, so you can use them. So that middle is still open. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 12. I'm sorry, 2nd and 6. They take the snap. Big Ben's looking. Going to go deep. And, it was almost picked off on the play. Excellent coverage by Green in the secondary. He timed that one perfectly, just unable to make the play. So we got 7 seconds left to work with. That was excellent coverage and even better job at locating the football and going up to meet the football. But here we go, 3rd and 6 coming up here. 7 seconds left to work with before the half. Let's see if the Steelers can get enough yards to get in field goal range. All right, so we got a timeout called here by Cleveland. They want to make sure that everybody understands their assignment defensively here. So the Cleveland Browns have called a timeout. Let's see. Old man says, I think he might go to the Jags because they will have a top 5 pick again, and they want to do some great players on the team. And so I would love that. I would love to see him go back to the Jags. Old man says, if you're a Bears fan and want the most out of Justin Fields, bring in a head coach that knows him the best, Ryan Day. And so, hey, yeah, I can't argue with that. Ashak says, I would so take Ryan Day. Well, you can't have him, Ashak. You can't have him. I won't allow it. I'm sorry. I'm not giving him up. He's staying with the Buckeyes here to help groom our offense next year. Not going to happen. I'm shutting that down right here, right now. Big Ben takes the snap there. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and it's picked off. It's picked off by Cleveland, but he's tackled there, and that's going to take us to halftime. There's a Big Ben threw an interception. That time Green did make the catch there, but we're at the half now with the Steelers leading 10-0 over the Browns. First half has been all Pittsburgh here, but it's been a pretty defensive game for the most part in this one. But now we are at the half here. And so that means the JB Nation halftime show coming up here, guys. You know what time it is. So let's go ahead here and get to it. So first things first. All right, here we go. First things first here. So far in the first half, I'll start with Cleveland. Passing the ball. Baker Mayfield. Four completions out of 15 attempts. 58 yards passing, averaging less than 4 yards of completion. He's been sacked twice. He threw an interception in which he threw it right to the defensive back on the play, on the ground. Well, as a team, they've got 9 carries for 50 yards. Nick Chubb's is 4 carries, 35 yards. Dante Johnson, 4 carries, 9 yards. And Jarvis Landry, he had a carry as well for 6 yards in this one. And then you look at receiving wise. Jarvis Landry, he's caught 3 of his 6 targets for 36 yards. Donovan Peoples-Jones, he's caught 1 of his 2 targets for 22 yards. Those are the only 2 players with receptions to their names for the Cleveland Browns in the entire first half. Meanwhile, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Big Ben, he is 20 of 34 for 96 yards. Wow, 20 completions for 96 yards. The man is being conservative but being smart with the football, I'll say that. Averaging less than 3 yards of completion. He's got 1 touchdown, 1 interception. This one been sacked just 1 time. And so for him, I'll take that, just being sacked 1 time. But on the ground, Najee Harris with 13 carries and 71 yards. Derek White, he has a yard as well. So as a team, they have 72 yards rushing. They're going to have to continue to rely on that ground game, especially in the second half. Dante Johnson has the most receptions of any receiver in this game. He's caught 6 of his 10 targets for 18 yards, and he's got a touchdown as well. Ray McCloud, he's 3 catches out of 6 targets for 23 yards. In this one, Claypool's got 3 catches, 17 yards. Najee Harris, 3 catches, 18 yards, and so forth. All right, but let's see. Let's get back to the comment section here, guys. Let's see. Ashak says that we would have beaten Green Bay in the NFC Championship if we started Josh McCown. I was so furious that the Browns got away from Josh McCown. They clearly learned nothing from Bill Belichick when he chose to stick with Tom Brady over Drew Bledsoe. You stick with the hot hand. That's just what you do. He was going out there. He wasn't just managing games. He was flat out winning games and stuff. That was a horrible decision by the Bears, and one that I'm sure afterwards they had to regret. All in favor because you wanted to keep Jay Cutler happy, yada, yada, yada. And so, you can't. This is the NFL, man. Give the man a chance to go out there and ball out. Let's see. Old man says, what's the rumors around Ohio State? Is if the Bears cut Matt, if they cut Matt, that Ryan Day is more likely heading to Chicago? I have not heard such rumors. Maybe I've just been avoiding it, but no. I'm pretty sure he stays with Ohio State. If you ask me my confidence in that, I'm about 97% sure he stays with the Buckeyes next year. I think he's smart. He understands he has his task there. The NFL is not for everybody. He strikes me as a coach right now that where he's at right now, he's better off fit at the college level. I mean, on paper, does it look nice? Yes, but I mean, somebody thought last year it looked nice for Urban Meyer to come in, jump in with the Jaguars, stuff like that. Somebody thought it looked nice for Matt Rule to come in with the Panthers, all like that. I mean, no. He's got to stay where he's at right now. He's in a good spot right now. The grass is not always greener on the other side. Stay where you're at right now, because unless you're going to be able to import that Ohio State offensive line as well, no. 80 says, first down, where is JB? Let's see. Old man says, well, Ryan Day did an interview saying he doesn't want to leave Ohio State. Yet my cousin who goes to Ohio State says the rumors are he will be, so I don't know. And so I don't think he leaves. I don't know. I just got a gut feeling here. I don't think he leaves. And so I just don't think so. But I get why the rumors would be there. But yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I remember one year the rumors were strong that Nick Saban was going to leave Bama for Texas. It didn't play out that way. I mean, the rumor mill, that they're active. They will be active. If they like a fit, they will say it. Let's see. Ashak says, honestly, the Browns should just let Pittsburgh win. I think they're trying to do that. Let's see. Ashak says, they are already out of the playoffs. Oh, no. They would love nothing more than to at least spoil something for Big Ben. I mean, if you're a Browns fan, Big Ben has hurt you so much. And the Steelers have hurt you so much to where any pain you can dish them, you want to do it. You want Big Ben to remember the last time he played you guys at home that you guys beat him. If you're the Browns, that's what you want. Or at least that's what I think you want. Because, I mean, Baker Mayfield, he's just not getting it done. He's not getting it done at all. I mean, he's only got 58 yards passing in this one. He's 4 of 15. How can you justify a quarterback that's already injured playing with this kind of low performance? It doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, they are already eliminated out of the playoffs there. Absolutely. And so there you go. What's good with you? And you say the JB Verizon halftime show. You already know. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. And who are you rooting for in this one? And let's see, Ashak says, if the Bears don't fire Matt Nagy, I'm going to become a Steelers fan till he does. Shake my head. That'd be wild, man. Don't give up on your Bears, man. They need you. Justin Fields in year 2, I'm telling you, him, David Montgomery, they might can form something. Old man says, I'm thinking my young cousin's messing with me because I trust what you say more than him. So I appreciate that, old man. Yeah, I appreciate that. And so, yeah, Ryan Day, he knows he has his work cut out for him at Ohio State. He knows that he was gifted this job right there. And when you got a team like Ohio State, I mean, you got to stay there. You look at some of the other college coaches, they go NFL, they fail. Don't take that risk there. You're in a good spot right now. Just go out there, compete with what you got. You got a good team coming back. When coaches leave, it typically is because their team is about to fall apart. And so they just really have that itch to be an NFL coach. He doesn't strike me as someone that has that strong itch, And so, yeah, I don't think he does that. But absolutely. But if he does, I'll be sure to let you guys know for sure. Let's see. Jill says the Browns can get back in this one. Any score, make it one possession. And so, hey, you're right about that, Jill. They're definitely still in this game. Absolutely. I saw Nick Chubbs. He's already got off of just 4 carries for 35 yards. So he's averaging almost 9 yards a carry. Run him, and run him. So, yeah, Jill, it definitely can happen. But, hey, I appreciate you for coming through on the stream here. Appreciate you. And so, yeah, I do these Baker Mayfield rants all the time. It's nothing against the Browns, though. I am actually pretty fond of the Cleveland Browns. I was happy for the Browns last year when they made the playoffs. I'm just very upset that they threw the season away on the account of Baker Mayfield. And so that's what irks me, because it doesn't make sense to me why Baker Mayfield is still quarterbacking for this football team when you've got as much talent for the Browns. I projected the Browns before the season started to finish, I think, second in the AFC and to win about a good 12 games. And boy, was I wrong. Let's see. Adishak says he's got a hot take. He says David Montgomery is a top 5 running back when healthy. And so I would say if you give this man a better offensive line, then perhaps that'd be the case. You know, I mean, he does a good job of what he's got, but I think he can be even better with a better offensive line. Absolutely. But he does so much. And hey, he did have a couple games now where he went off, and he really went off. But yeah, I want to ask you guys a question. Again, we're right now at the half. So if you guys are just tuning in, the score right now is Pittsburgh 10, Cleveland 0. We are at halftime right now. Let me see where we are right now in terms of thumbs up. But I want to ask you guys, because I've been wondering myself, and I want to see if I'm just being biased because I'm not a Giants fan, or if I'm being realistic here. How do you guys feel about Saquon Barkley? Do you guys feel that he is still that running back for the Giants? That has been something I've been thinking long and hard about. I personally feel that Saquon Barkley, he's just not that. He's not the guy anymore. We saw it happen with Todd Gurley. He got hurt. He was never the same. The Rams had to come to this realization. They let him go. Atlanta picked him up, and then he wasn't anything with them, so they let him go. And then my man's been on the streets ever since. But I don't think Saquon Barkley is that bad. He probably can still produce, but not be the guy that he was before. But let me know what you guys think about Saquon Barkley and how do you feel about him. You know, because honestly, every time I'm watching the Giants, whether I'm looking at the stats or something like that, I feel like the other running back they've got, Booker, like he's more effective on the ground. He gives them more juice, more pop, more yards, more plays. He just has more explosive right now. Now, I love me some Saquon Barkley coming out of the Penn State. Even though he went to Penn State, I was a huge fan of Saquon Barkley. And before the injury, he was good. But, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like he's not the same. And I know they're trying to let him play through it, but I just feel like he's not the same, man. I feel like he's not the same. All right, let's see. Jill says, I think they should move on from him. At the running back position, you can find replacements fairly easy. I agree with you, and I think they got something good in Booker. You know, Devontae Booker, I think he's good. I know he was with the Raiders in the past. You know, last season, you know, he did good during his times, and he got the shine. He got an opportunity as well with when Saquon was injured. He's gone in there. He gets you at least 80, 90, sometimes 100 yards on the ground, gets you 1 or 2 rushing touchdowns. You know, pretty good performance. You pair him with another good running back option, I think you got something to work with down there at the Giants to build for it in the future. Saquon Barkley, however, he's going out there getting you 15 carries in a cloud of dust, 2 catches for 5 yards. I mean, I know we're all waiting for Superman to come, but sometimes Superman ain't Superman no more. Sometimes he's done. He's finished, you know, and I hate to see it. But, I mean, I think that's the case. But, yeah, you guys let me know. Let's see. Adishak says, I think Saquon is gone once his contract is over. He probably doesn't want to be there, and he is going to want too much money. And so, oh, yeah, that whole money factor right there. He wants to get paid based upon what they drafted him to be rather than the production that I think that he would give them moving forward. And if that turns out to be the case, then, man, no, you got to get away from that. You got to get away from that. Let's see. Old man says, Barkley, Zeke, CM, Christian McCaffrey are great names. Their bodies are done for. They will never be what they were before their injuries. And so I'll say this. For the Cowboys, it is imperative that they keep Tony Pollard this upcoming season. You know, they cannot let him go because they're going to need him. They're going to need him to pair with Zeke. Zeke, you're stuck with financially. He might give you a few good moments and stuff here and there, but they're going to need Tony Pollard to come in and, be that spark for them, because Zeke, he's lost that spark. I love Zeke, former Buckeye. I love them Buckeyes, but right there with you. Barkley, he's done. If I'm the Giants, I'm trying to see what the trade value is for him, trade him to a running back needy team, and hopefully somebody else will fall for it, and I can get something good in return. Absolutely. Christian McCaffrey, I still believe in Christian McCaffrey's ability, because when he's able to play, he gets production. That's the difference between him and the other two running backs on this list, is the fact that when he is on the field, Christian McCaffrey's impact is still as huge as it was a couple years ago. It's just he gets injured a lot. So I've been saying they need to reduce his carries, get another running back that can come in, that can, like they should have kept Mike Davis, someone that can come in and be productive, and then you sparingly use this man when you really need him and stuff like that, and don't keep him on the field too long, because those days of Christian McCaffrey just taking over and being a fantasy football guy, those days are long gone now. He's gotten too many injuries. He keeps getting hurt, but he can still give you moments like that. So of the three running backs, I'm still fond the most of Christian McCaffrey and his ability when it comes to pure ability. Now, durability, they say, is the best ability. When it comes to that category, he's the worst there is right now. Well, I don't know. Barkley's making a run for that as well, but absolutely. All right. Apologize, guys. We're about to get back to the game here shortly, as the half is over now. So the third quarter is about to begin, and the Steelers are about to kick things off. Let's see. As Shaq says, Zeke is washed. It's sad to see. And so, yeah, I really thought he was going to do something this year. He came in shape and stuff, but him and Tony Pollard, because of Tony Pollard, you can still ride with Zeke. But Saquon, you can't do it. That's the one of the three that I'm like, you got to move on from him. But here we go, guys. The score right now is Pittsburgh 10, Browns 0. The Browns have the football here, trying to return the kickoff. And let's see. Johnson takes it all the way to the Cleveland 35-yard line. So let's see what Cleveland does here in the second half, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line, looking to get their first score of the game. Let's see, Jill says, but the question is, does Barkley find another team that would take a chance on him? I think there's one team that should take a chance on Barkley just in case, but only for the right price. Only for the right price, and that's the Buffalo Bills. Given everything that you got, I think the Buffalo Bills would be a good fit if Barkley has anything left, because you can't do worse than what Devin Singletary's doing. You can't do worse than that. Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Browns. Baker Mayfield takes a snap, going to hand it to Nick Chubb off the right side there. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Browns at their own 38-yard line. So Nick Chubb so far in this one, he has 38 yards off of 5 carries in this one, averaging 7.6 yards a carry. And so they need to continue to give this man the football right now to have a chance. Let's see, this is the 24th straight. They have 24 straight losses after trailing by more than 8 points at the half. Let's see if they can break that tonight. Mayfield up under center. Multiple tight ends on the play, 1 receiver, 1 running back. You got 3 tight ends towards the top of the formation here. Mayfield up under center here. Again, this is 2nd and 7 here. Take the snap. Going to hand it to Nick Chubb. And Nick Chubb up the middle is going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry. Now we got 3rd and 3 coming up here. So we got 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Browns from their own 42-yard line here. Again, they're trailing 10-0 here at the early stages of the third quarter. And let's see if they can score. All right, 3rd down here. If you're the Browns, you really want to get this 1st down here. You want to open up with some points. Let's see what they do. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Let's see what they do. I would probably run the ball, honestly, 4-down territory for me. I don't know. Baker on 3rd down, I just don't know. I just don't know, guys. But here we go. Shotgun formation. Baker takes the snap. Baker steps up, and he's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. So now the Steelers defense comes out, gets the stop, and they will get the football after the Browns punt the football once again. Wow. I hope people believe in me the way that the Cleveland Browns organization believes in Baker Mayfield, that every mistake I make, they just pat me on the back and say, that's okay, you'll get him next time. Because that's exactly what's happening out there. I've not seen a team commit to one guy to this level the way that I see the Browns commit to Baker Mayfield right now. Not saying, like whether or not they keep him after this year, that's a whole nother thing. But this year, he should have been benched because of these injuries and his production. There's nothing to justify him being out there. Here we go. Punt return here by the Steelers all the way to about the 22-yard line here. So we got 1st and 10 coming up for the Steelers. At their own 22-yard line, they lead this one 10-0 in this one. Let's see. Ashak says Saquon to the Bears in offense with Monty and a healthy Saquon is awesome. And so I hear you. I hear you. Old man says, I think Buffalo Bills would give Barkley a shot. And so, hey, great minds think alike. Old man, I'm telling you, we root for the same team and we think a lot more times than not. But, yeah, that's one team. Maybe even, I don't know if Kansas City would do it because they've already got some running backs there. But maybe that would be a second option if we're just coming up with teams for Barkley that would be considered right there. Maybe those two teams you look at. I don't know. Maybe a third team, possibly Houston, if you don't draft a running back or something, considering what you've got right now, maybe. I mean, heck, man, I don't know if Miami would be interested, but if I'm Miami, I'm looking for a running back that's still young and has their whole future ahead of them. Not saying that Barkley's old, but without the injuries and stuff. But Miami certainly can use a running back, but I don't think this is the one for them, though. But definitely, I love the idea of him going to Buffalo if he does indeed hit the open market. But again, right now, we're at the commercial right now. But when we come back, it's going to be Steelers football for their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10 in this one. The Steelers lead 10-0, but we're at the commercial right now. But, yeah, that would be great. Let's see. Ashak says Josh Allen and Barkley and Stephon Diggs would be awesome. And the reason why I really like that a lot for the Bills, minus the fact that means our Patriots have to go against them, is that you have Josh Allen. You know Josh Allen, he's going to run, so the defense has to respect that. You know Stephon Diggs, it's going to back the coverage back. And so when you have those two, that's going to make it easier for a guy like Barkley to have some holes to work with. And he's smart to where he can still get to the holes and stuff or either catch up the backfield. So that would really be his chance right there at a resurgence, I think. But down there at the Giants, behind Daniel Jones, that's not it. Because they need him to be the man. Down there in Buffalo, he'll just be another starter, another piece to the puzzle. And that's what he needs at this point of his career. Not to be asked to be the superstar of old, but just to go out there and be good when needed. And so you say Barkley to Kansas City. But, yeah, I love that idea right there for the Bills. It makes the most sense, I think, for them. Old man says, but they would need to go all out on the offensive line. Oh, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Either way, they need to go all out on that offensive line for sure. But if I'm the Bills, though, I have my eyes on Kenneth Walker III, that running back from Michigan State. That's who I'm targeting if I'm the Buffalo Bills and stuff, because I feel like this kid could really, really be something special down there in Buffalo. Now, Saquon, if I can get him cheap, sure. Here we go. Big Ben take the snap there. He fakes the toss there. He's bootlegging. He throws it incomplete in the direction of Johnson, but that time the pressure got there. Had to throw that one. Now we got 2nd and 10 coming up for the Steelers from their own 22-yard line. Ashak says, thing is, the Bears running offensive line is amazing. And so, that is awesome. That is awesome. Let's see. Old man says, I think Kansas City wouldn't make that trade. Oh, no, they wouldn't make a trade for him. No. Like the Giants, no, they wouldn't make that trade. They wouldn't make that trade. But Buffalo, though, I'd have to consider it depending on the asking price. And, like, I'm talking about, like, if they come at me with a disrespectful request in return, it's done. Conversation is done. Here we go, 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. They hand the ball to Najee Harris. Najee Harris, still running. Let's see how many. Oh, he's still on his feet here, and he's going to pick up about 30 yards on the carry. Najee Harris getting it done. That's a big play. That's going to get the fans excited right now. Excellent job to make a couple guys miss there, and then it became a foot race. He did a nice stiff arm there. Najee Harris getting the tough yards on the play. Love running backs like that can get physical and get you the hard yards like he does. The yards he get is not always because of the offensive line, but more so his effort. And when a kid's able to do that, just imagine when Pittsburgh improves that offensive line. He's almost got 1,100 yards rushing as a rookie. So he's got the most rushing yards by a rookie in Steelers history. And the Steelers have had some pretty good running backs come through this organization. But here we go, 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 48-yard line. There is an injured player down. Let's see who it is. And so Ashok says they can't pass block, but the Bears' run blocking is amazing. Old man says, Bears, yes. Bills, no. If Buffalo wants to go that route, they need to get that offensive line taken care of. All right, here we go. Big Ben up under center. Johnson goes in motion. They're going to hand the ball to Harris. And so this time Harris is met there in the backfield. He's going to actually lose a yard on the play. So 2nd and 11 coming off. He ran it off the left guard there, but the Browns were not having it, and they got the stand here. So here we go. 2nd and 11 coming up here at the Cleveland 49-yard line. If you're the Browns defense, you're thinking, we got to get a stop here. We got to get a stop here and hope the offense can get things cranked up here. But if you're the Browns defense, you really want to get a stop here. Here we go, 2nd and 11. Again, we're here in the third quarter. The Steelers are leading 10-7 in this one, and they have the football here. Let's see what they do with it. 2nd and 11 here. Big Ben takes a snap, throws it to the left side, and it is caught by Johnson on the play. So Johnson picks up about 3 yards on the catch. 3rd and 8 from the Cleveland 46-yard line. Can they pick up this first down here? That is the question. 11 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Again, the Steelers are up 10-0 with the football. Oh, they take the snap there. That's going to be a free play. They go deep there, and it is incomplete. Receiver never had a chance on that one. That was Claypool, the intended receiver. They went deep there because they had a free play, but they're going to get the 5 yards there, which should result. Yep. So that was Jadeveon Clowney again. Jadeveon Clowney had a penalty earlier that resulted in Pittsburgh getting a touchdown, and unnecessary roughness took the man's shoe off, chunked it for no reason after they had a big-time stop, and so that cost the Browns big time there. Let's see if this one cost them this time. But again, that was a 5-yard penalty, so now we got 3rd and 3 coming up here at the Cleveland 41-yard line. I think if you're Pittsburgh, this changes things here. I would think that the Browns will be expecting a run here, so they may opt to try to pass it here to one of their receivers. Let's see. 3rd and 3 coming up. I would go for Johnson here. Let's see. 3 receivers on the play, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Big Ben in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Big Ben's looking. He throws it to the left side, and it's caught by Johnson there, and a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's a first down there, 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the Cleveland 21-yard line. So far in this game, Big Ben, he's 22 of 37, 109 yards passing. That's right, you heard me right. About 109 yards passing and 1 touchdown, 1 interception in this one. All right, so here we go here, 1st and 10. Steelers take the snap there, hand it to Najee Harris there off the left side there, runs the guy over, and he's going to pick up 5 hard-earned yards on that play. 2nd and 5 coming up here at the Cleveland 26-yard line. Love his physicality. You know, he's physical. He's got great hands that rival receivers in this league. Najee Harris is so much to his game, and he's just a rookie. It's only going to get better for him in the future. But first things first, though, they're going to want to keep working on that offensive line for the Steelers and figure out this quarterback situation in the long-term future after Big Ben. Here we go, 2nd and 5 for Big Ben. He takes a snap there, steps up, throws the ball there to Ray McCloud, and he picks it up, takes it all the way to the 14-yard line, a pickup of 12 yards on the play. Big Ben barely got that pass off because that time, I'm telling you, Myles Garrett was right there, almost got the sack, almost could have ripped that ball out there, but Big Ben, you know, his veteran presence there, stepped up and just got that one away and got the completion. Good job by Ben Roethlisberger on that play. So here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Steelers. Trips towards the bottom of the formation. 1 receiver towards the top here. Big Ben takes the snap. He's looking. Pump fakes. Throws it. And it is going to be incomplete. Oh, what a hit. Another drop by Johnson, but that time he was nailed. He was nailed on the play. So now we got 2nd and 10 coming up here from the Cleveland 14-yard line. So we're in the red zone here. Both times they're in the red zone. They scored 1 touchdown, 1 field goal. Let's see what happens this time. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3 receivers on the play, 1 tight end, 1 running back. If I'm Myles Garrett, I need to be known right here. I need to get a sack if I'm him. Let's see, they throw the ball here. Threw it away, incomplete. He had Ray McCloud there. You could have at least got about 3, 4, maybe 5 yards on that one, but he overthrew him, incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. So, yeah, Big Ben right now is averaging just 3 yards of completion. Both quarterbacks or under 4 yards of completion with these completions. So they're both being conservative in this one, throwing those short passes there and hoping their receivers can make plays. But here we go for the Steelers. 3rd and 10. Can the Browns defense get a stop here? Let's see. Big Ben takes a snap, throws it to the tight end, and the tight end's going to shakes off one guy, and he's going to get brought down immediately there. He's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. So 4th and 8 coming up here. So the Steelers will have to settle for a field goal attempt on this one. Again, we're here in the third quarter with 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And the Steelers, they're currently leading 10-0, looking to add on to that one. Let's see if this field goal attempt will be good. Let's see. Jill says they need Chubb pass blocking instead of Hooper next to Baker. And so, oh, yeah, I agree with that one. This will be a 30-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it's good. So the Steelers are leading 13-0 in this one. Again, what is potentially going to be Big Ben's last home game. You see the disappointment on his face. I've seen that all too often this year from Big Ben. Let's see. Old man says, why is Baker still in? He says, I think Brown's trying to kill him. And so I have been wondering that for the longest. Why is he still in? A good coach would have noticed that he's holding the team back. You can't sacrifice the many for the one. I mean, hey, I know it's a lot different in high school and stuff, but my last year as a senior, I was very frustrated with the coach because we had a backup quarterback who could have at least scrambled, but he wanted to stick with the starting quarterback, quite frankly, honestly, because there was no other position the kid could have played. It wasn't like he was passing the ball or anything. And so I was very upset that he was wasting the talent of the many for the one by keeping him in there at quarterback when I know there was about 3 games we probably could have won if we had the other kid in at quarterback. But because he was a freshman and that guy was a junior, he opted not to do it. So you know how that goes. But you say Austin Hooper has been a disappointing signing for Cleveland. And again, right now, if you're just tuning in, we are right now currently at the commercial with Pittsburgh up 13-0. When we come back in the third quarter, there'll be 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and Cleveland will get the football, and we'll see what Cleveland can do with the football when they get it back. They're still looking for their first points of the game. Meanwhile, let's see where we currently stand right now in terms of thumbs up. But we are currently sitting right now at 36 thumbs up. Let's keep the train going and see if we can get more than 50 thumbs up for this stream before it's all said and done, guys. Appreciate all the support. And let's see. Adishak says Najee is a tough runner. Wow. And so, oh, yeah, Najee, he lowers them shoulders and he keeps going. He keeps going. Adishak says Clowney got to be better than that. Certainly. Most certainly. Most certainly. Let's see. Adishak says great job holding on to the ball, Dante. And so, yeah, if Dante can hold on to the ball, I'm telling you, I personally would draft him in fantasy football if he would hold on to the football more and all like that. That and if the offensive line stop letting Big Ben get sacked so much or whoever's going to be quarterbacking and stuff like that. But absolutely, he is a great player with so much talent, so much talent. And so Jill says, JB, we got to get you on ESPN or NFL Network. You're really good, man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I know some streams, especially the ones that typically more one-sided, it takes a lot more effort just to try to keep it somewhat entertaining. But, hey, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you and your support. Really mean that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolutely. So here we go. Kickoff on the way. So the Browns are going to return this one. Let's see what they do with it. At the 25, and so Johnson's brought down at the 25-yard line. I just want to see Cleveland just go out there, heavy formation, and just hand this football off. Hand it off, hand it off, hand it off. Yeah, that was a poor read right there by Baker Mayfield. He threw it right to the defensive back. And on that one, yeah, he had multiple guys open. I mean, looking at these plays, I mean, he was the first overall pick. You expect a lot more from him. I get it that he's injured, but I mean, my goodness. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10 for the Browns. They're going to go 5 wide here. Baker Mayfield takes a snap. He's going to throw it, and it's caught by Jarvis Landry. Picks up 7 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 3 coming up from the Cleveland 33-yard line. Both of these quarterbacks have been throwing short passes. Nobody wants to go deep. So if I'm the defensive back, I'm coming all the way up. I'm press coveraging. I'm doing everything possible in this one. Let's see. I'm going to answer that question, Jill, right after this play. Meanwhile, Mayfield up under center, 3 tight ends, 1 receiver, 1 running back. Hooper goes in motion. They take the snap. Fakes it they're going to hand it to Chubbs there, and Chubbs picks up the first down and then some. 7 yards on the carry. That's what we need to see more of if you're Cleveland. Keep handing that man the football. I mean, this man, if he's not injured, he's easily top 2 in my mind when it comes to running the football each and every year in terms of the yards that he gets. And he does it usually sharing the rock with Kareem Hunt and stuff like that. That goes to show how much this man impacts the game. But, yeah, in terms of who is Baker's backup, Baker's backup is a guy by the name of Case Keenum. Now, Case Keenum, he's a quarterback from Houston, been in the league since 2013. Meanwhile, the Browns, they run the ball there, and, oh, what a stiff arm. What a stiff arm that was. Nick Chubb getting nasty with it, man. That's a brutal stiff arm. Picked up 3 yards on that carry, 2nd and 7 coming up from the Cleveland 43 yards. And again, Pittsburgh's up 13-0. But yeah, Case Keenum throughout his career has 76 touchdown passes to 47 interceptions. He's a 62% completion percentage passer, and he's 28-35 as a starter. But for me, the season I'll always remember was when he started for the Minnesota Vikings, when they went 11-3 with him as a starter back in 2017. That's right, the Minnesota Miracle. He led that for the Vikings and that playoff win in which the Saints became the Aints that day. And so, yeah, I'm telling you, that kid right there, I like him a lot for this team, and I felt like he would have been a true asset for the Browns this season had they put him in there to play. The one game he did play for the Browns this year, he won, and he was 30 of 48 for 286 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interception. That one game he got the start. So when you play like that, I don't know why you don't do that. You look at Baker, the pass he just threw, it was deflected again by my boy TJ Swat, as I like to call him. I know it's TJ Watt, but I call him TJ Swat. And he got another swat, man. I mean, who gets more swats than the Swat brothers, honestly? Who gets more swats than them? But here you go, 3rd and 7 coming up here. Mayfield takes the snap. He's bootlegging. Look at him. He's going to slide there. And once again, the Browns unable to get anything done offensively here. And so we're going to see the punt unit once again. I don't know if their goal this season was to get the punter to the Pro Bowl or whatnot. Look at the coach. He's just looking stupid on the sideline there, just looking like, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, he won't try to fix the problem. If you see a faucet continues to let water out, you try to fix that faucet. If you see a toilet that's running, you try to do something to make it stop running. So when you see your team can't move the football, you try something different at the quarterback position, especially when he won you a game earlier this year. This is beyond me. I mean, I don't know if they're treating him down there like he's the second coming, like he's the next Bill Belichick. Meanwhile, Ray McLeod just fumbled that one. So while I was talking there on the punt return, he muffed that one, but he recovered it. So the Steelers are going to take over from deep from within their own territory. But, yeah, Baker Mayfield, not the answer this year. If you believe in Baker Mayfield, that's A-okay. I'm not going to criticize you for that because he is injured. But knowing the injuries that he's playing through, there's no reason that man should have been out there. No reason. These are the types of injuries that should have kept him out for the entire season. And now we know why. Let's see. Ashlock says, JB is easily better than the guys on Monday Night Football, no cap. Appreciate that. And you say Case Keenum is Cleveland's backup. Oh, yes. Yeah. So I just made my best case for Case Keenum. If I was in that locker room, the head coach, he would have heard from me each and every day. At this point, when we got eliminated, I might have pulled an AB at this point. I might have had to walk to the locker room myself and all like that. Probably keep my shirt on and stuff like that. But still, because I would have been so frustrated with his inability to realize and evaluate talent and see that Baker's not the best option to win games. It's all about winning the game, whatever it takes. If he's your boy, then he's your boy. But your boy's hurt right now, and it's hurting the team, and it has hurt the team, and that's exactly why this team is not in the playoffs this year, because of that one decision made right there by the coach, refusing to make that change. And so, but yeah, I appreciate that, Jill. And so let's see. Ashak says totally agree. Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And so, listen, you say, can DeMar win? Could he win MVP? It's most certainly possible. It's most certainly possible. It is for sure. Especially with a strong like January, February, March, all that stuff. If you follow it up with really strong, like your best performances, absolutely, it's possible. Now, will he get it, though? That's a whole entire thing, but it's certainly possible. But here we go in the third quarter, 5 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the third quarter. I mean, if Case Keenum starts against the Packers, no offense, Green Bay, but the Browns probably have an opportunity to win that game because he did throw 4 interceptions in that game. So Case Keenum would not have done that what Baker did. There's so many games the Browns lost this year because of him. I remember they were playing against the Baltimore Ravens. That was a winnable game. But because they had Baker Mayfield in there, they were unable to win that game. And so, I mean, Baker's just – it just pisses me off. It pisses me off. Let's see, Ashak says, and also, what's your opinion on Zion Williamson's Pelican situation? And so, yeah, when it comes to the whole Zion Williamson situation, I'll have to get to that one in a minute here, but definitely remind me later on if I do forget. But definitely, I'll get back to that in a second. But here we go, guys, for the Steelers here. Here we go from their own 5-yard line. Big Ben up under center. Takes the snap. Going to hand it to Najee Harris there. And Najee Harris is going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry. So now we got second down coming up. So we got second down coming up here at the Pittsburgh 8-yard line. Third quarter, 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Pittsburgh's leading this one 13-0 over the Browns. Let's see. Adashak says the Case Keenum was awesome for Minnesota. That he was. So here we go, 2nd and 6. Big Ben up under center. They hand the ball to Najee Harris there off the left side there. And he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry. Now we got 3rd and 3 coming up here. Again, if you're Pittsburgh, you want to at least get a couple first downs here, if for nothing else, to 1, take off some time, and 2, so that way you don't get the Browns good field position to work with. And so let's see. Ashak says, do you think TJ could win Defensive Player of the Year? It's most certainly possible, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I think it'll be kind of similar to what we saw years past, where he'll come up close, but he won't get it. But I certainly do think that he should definitely be up there. Definitely. You look at what he's done this year, he should be up there for sure. Him, Myles Garrett, those two guys especially. Meanwhile, Big Ben gets brought down by Jadeveon Clowney, who gets the sack. And so Clowney, we talk about it all the time. He chases guys, but he hardly ever gets the sack. But this time he got the sack, and so now the Steelers will punt the ball from their own 4-yard line. But yeah, he should. But they love to rob this man. They love to rob TJ Watt. They love to rob him, though. I will say that. He is very deserving of it. All right, so here we go. The punter's going to have to get a good punt off here. Woo, what a close punt that was. Nearly blocked. So we're going to get a return here by Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he gets tripped up at the Pittsburgh 48-yard line. And so Jill says, did you guys see the fans fall on Jalen Hurts at FedEx Field? I did see that one. And so 80s, I was wondering if you saw that as well. I know you're an Eagles fan, but did you see the fans at FedEx Field? They were leaning there, a little bit too many people there on the rails, and so they came crashing down. And yeah, luckily, your boy Jalen Hurts, that scrambling mobility he's got, moved out the way, real smooth like and all like that. And luckily nobody got hurt, but that could have been very, very bad. Whether he would have fell up under that or whether somebody would have got injured and stuff, one of the fans and stuff, that could have been really nasty. But I do like the fact that he was there and he stood up, helped the guy up, took photos with him. Very class act by Jalen Hurts there. That was definitely what could have been a bad situation. He turned it good there. They were able to get some photos and stuff. So, they went back bragging and stuff like that. So, absolutely. Absolutely. But Washington, though, they got to fix that, though. You can't be having that happen. That is a safety hazard right there. Luckily, those guys weren't too far up to where they really would have hurt themselves. Adishak says, yeah, it was insane. Again, right now, if you're just tuning in, we're at the commercial right now. Pittsburgh just punt the ball to the Browns, and the Steelers have a 13-0 lead here. Late in the third quarter, 2 minutes and 58 seconds left to go, and we're going to see what Pittsburgh can do with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard. I'm sorry, what the Browns are going to do from Pittsburgh territory at the 48-yard line here with the football. Can they finally get some points? All it takes is a touchdown, and we got ourselves the game. That's all it takes. But we'll see if the Browns can do that because the Steelers' defense, they've been superb in this one. So if I'm the Browns, Nick Chubb is going to be Nick Chubb City here on out. Look, can we go one day without seeing this man on the commercial? Gee. Let's see. Jill says Washington football organization is just a train wreck. I wonder when Washington's gonna officially tell us what their new nickname is gonna be. I remember they hinted a while back that January would probably be the month that we'd most likely find out what they're gonna officially change it to. So I wonder when we're gonna hear that announcement. Probably after their season is done, most likely. I wonder what they're gonna turn it to. But yeah, they got a lot of changes are gonna be taking place down there in Washington for sure. Ashak says, happy Jalen Hurts is making the playoffs. You say you liked them in college. Ashak says, Jill, for sure they are a mess. All right, but here we go, guys. 1st and 10. Let's see what happens here. So Mayfield up under center, takes it. Play fake. He's going to step up. He throws it. Donovan Peoples-Jones catches it at the 31-yard line. He's got the 20, at the 15, at the 10. Gotta love Donovan Peoples-Jones here and the opportunity given to him. He made that catch there, and he took it the rest of the way. So, yeah, that was an easy read there. Got the ball there, and then he took it the rest of the way. So, Donovan Peoples-Jones coming up huge there on that one. Picked up 39 yards. So, now we got 1st and goal at the Pittsburgh 9-yard line. Can the Browns punch it in to the end zone? I expect to see a heavy dose of Nick Chubb. At least that would be the smart thing to do. Jarvis Landry goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Baker takes it, hands it to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's up the middle there, and he's going to pick up a good 5 yards on the carry. Tackled by T.J. Watt on the play. Now we got 2nd and goal coming up here from the Pittsburgh 4-yard line. Let's see. 80 says sacked. And let's see. 80 says, yeah, I saw it. He said Jalen Hurts is a hero. And you say 80 says Mac Jones would have called security and ran away crying. You're wrong for that one, 80s. But here we go, guys. 2nd and goal. They're going to hand the ball to Nick Chubb off the right guard, and he's going to pick up a yard on the carry. So now we got 3rd and goal coming up here. I honestly would probably run the ball still again. I don't know if they have. I would probably call a play where you put Jarvis Landry in to take the direct snap. Put someone like Chubbs or Johnson in motion and let Jarvis Landry just, make the play. Run some type of wildcat with that is what I would probably call here. But let's see what they do. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun. Baker takes it, throws it up there, and it is caught by the tight end there. It looks to be good for the reception. And so, therefore, that's going to be a touchdown for the Cleveland Browns. And we officially have ourselves a game here. The first points of the night by the Cleveland Browns. It may have taken almost 3 full quarters to get it, but it's gotten. So now we have ourselves a game 13-6, pending the extra point. It'll be 13-7. Anytime you got a tight end one-on-one versus the cornerback, you got to throw that jump ball. You've got to throw it. And good job by the tight end to go up there, secure the catch. But yeah, 80s, you're wrong for that one. Let's see, extra point attempt. Kick is up, And the kick is good. So, yeah, Pittsburgh's leading this one 13-7, but the Browns finally got a touchdown here and their first points of the game late in the third quarter with 56 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So that should set us up for a very interesting finish to what might be the final home game for Big Ben and the Steelers. Good time, guys, to let me know who do you guys got winning this one. Do you think the Browns will be able to come back and win this one? The Browns have lost 24 straight games when trailing plus more than 8 games at the half, I think they said. So let's see if they'll break it here. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, last game here for Big Ben, can they do it? Well, last home game, I should say, for Big Ben. Can they do it? They still technically have playoff aspirations here, although they need a lot to happen for them. But, yeah, if they take care of business tonight and then take care of business next time and the Colts lose, as long as the Raiders and Chargers don't tie, that would give them a chance. And so 80 says the Washington JBs. And so Braden says Baker better not be on any progressive commercials next year. Oh, you know he's going to have some. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they invite Baker Mayfield to those Allstate commercials and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Jill says, I really like People Jones. He is a big target for the Browns. And so, oh, yeah, I like him as well. I picked him up in fantasy football myself, but then I had to end up dropping him and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely I do like him and his potential. Let's see. Hashtag says, no offense to Pat fans, but since the Bears drafted Fields instead of Mac, I'm going to need Fields to be way better than Mac. No offense taken. No offense taken. No offense taken. I love me some Justin Fields from Ohio State, so no offense taken. But as long as Mac goes out there and get us W's and stuff, doesn't matter how pretty it is for us, as long as we're getting wins. I just need him to go out there and get us more wins. That's what I want. But now the score is 13-7 right now, and Pittsburgh is getting the football here. So now there's more sense of urgency here. You just saw the Browns go down there and score. So if you're Pittsburgh, you want to go ahead and answer back here and at least tack on at the minimum 3 points, but preferably a touchdown. But you want to answer back and score. Let's see how this plays out here for Big Ben and company. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line, leading 13-7. Big Ben in the shotgun, 2 receivers towards the top of the screen. They take the snap there, hand it to Najee Harris. Najee Harris shakes off one guy, picks up about a yard on the play, but there is going to be a flag for a face mask. A flag for face mask. They're going to call it on Clowney. Clowney, he's been clowning himself with these penalties, and this one, you can't continue to make mistakes. At some point, the bad you do outweighs the good if you're making big-time mistakes like that. Again, 49 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 80 says, JB called the run, and this boy Baker threw a touchdown pass. Hey, it's a risk whenever he throws the ball, all right? It's a risk. Braden says Baker actually threw a touchdown. I mean, the kid does throw touchdowns from time to time. It's like my favorite saying says, even a blind squirrel can find a nut. If you throw the ball enough, you're bound to find success every once in a while. But as an NFL quarterback, you can't turn the ball over more than you find success. You know, I did say he's a below average quarterback, or I'm sorry, about average quarterback when healthy. So he can make some plays now. But you guys are waiting on that one, weren't you? All right, but here we go, guys. All right, so it looks like they picked up that penalty there. So we got 2nd and 9 coming up. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Big Ben in the shotgun. They're at their own 26-yard line. Tight end goes in motion. Big Ben's looking to the sideline here. Again, 20 seconds left to go in this quarter. Big Ben has it. He throws it across the middle, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. So now we got 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Can they convert on 3rd and long and keep this drive going? Again, just 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Or can the Browns defense get a stop and get the football back to their offense and try to see if the offense can score again and probably give them the lead? We'll find that out pretty soon. Let's see. 80 says JB is called an OT. We will see. We will see. We will see. But we do have ourselves a game. That is for sure. All right, here we go, guys. 3rd and 9 here. And, yeah, Ben Roethlisberger calls a timeout there. There was just 1 second left on the play clock. And so the Steelers called their first timeout of the second half. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Again, the Steelers lead this one 13-7, 15 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, and we'll see how things play out. And so Jill says, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. We have a ball game. That we do. 80 says, has Antonio Brown need spotted? JB, has he been spotted, JB? He has not been spotted to my knowledge in this one. I'd be very shocked if he showed up to this game. Very shocked. Adishak says, the Bulls won. And so, hey, congrats to your Bulls. I know you're proud of them this season. And so, yes, a great story. And we knew it was going to happen in the offseason when we saw the moves that they made. But here we go, guys. 3rd and 9. Can Big Ben get a first down and extend this drive for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Or will Cleveland get the stop? Big Ben throws it quick. Big Ben, what are we? You need 9 yards for the first down. What are we doing? This is multiple times where he's just taking the ball and throw it quickly. The only time I make a pass like that on Madden is when they're taking too long to snap the ball, and I'm trying to snap the ball and make a mistake and press the receiver button because I'm pressing the button too quickly, and then he threw it to the ground. He threw it to the ground. Big Ben, what you doing? I mean, he's been hit so much this season. His clock isn't even working right now. His clock isn't working. When most quarterbacks get himself about 4 seconds, his clock is going off after 1.5 seconds. He's like, get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball. But this time, Donovan Peoples-Jones returns it all the way to the Pittsburgh 30-yard line. So let's see what the Browns can do with the football this time around. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Coming back again from the last drive. They did score a touchdown the last drive. Let's see if they can follow that up with another touchdown drive. Well, yeah, congrats to your Bulls. And so, but yeah, I got you. 80 says, even a blind squirrel can find a nut. Is that from Bill Belichick's book? It is not. But I'm sure if he would tell that blind squirrel, if you do your job, eventually you'll come across a nut. But absolutely, that is a saying that I started back in college when I was playing this one guy in Madden, and I'd be beating him like 70-12, and he scored a touchdown. And I'd be like, even a blind squirrel can score a nut. Can get a nut. But absolutely. But here we go, Baker, play fake. He's gonna step up, and he's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit by 2 guys of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So now he lost 5 yards on the sack. 2nd and 15 coming up here from the Cleveland 25-yard line. I will say this now for Baker Mayfield. I will say this. Baker must have a very, very high pain tolerance because I don't think I could be out there with all those injuries, knowing you got a bum shoulder, knowing you got messed up ribs and stuff, and whatever else injuries he may be dealing with, and still constantly going out there, taking these hits and stuff, knowing that my team's eliminated already. I guess he's not worried about holding on to his job. I think that's what it comes down to. He understands you never want to give the other quarterback a chance to go out there and take your job. In Case Keenum, he would have had an opportunity to make one hell of a case for himself to have the job had he been given that opportunity this year. There's no doubt in my mind he would have at least given the coaching staff something to think about for next year. But as Jill says, the Browns have an opportunity, and what an opportunity it is, facing 2nd and 15. Again, we're at the end of the third quarter, so now the fourth quarter will be on the way here. Again, Pittsburgh leads 13-7, but Cleveland, fresh off a touchdown last time, they have the football here, and so we'll see what they do with it. And guys, it has been one of those games where you just got to go out there and keep tackling, keep hitting, physical game. I mean, Baker Mayfield, he's 7 of 19. 107 yards through the air, averaging 5.6 yards to completion, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He has been sacked 5 times in this game, losing 23 yards off of those 5 sacks. Ben Roethlisberger, he's 24 of 43. My man's got 43 passes. I wonder if he will have 60 by the time it's all said and done. But he's averaging less than 3 yards of completion. He's got 123 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception as well. Been sacked twice in this game. The biggest difference has been the ground game here. Najee Harris, 19 carries, 113 yards, averaging almost 6 yards a carry. Longest run of the night, 30 yards. But Nick Chubb, 10 carries, 58 yards, averaging 5.8 yards a carry. His longest run of the night, 32 yards. In this one, as a team, the Browns have 73 yards rushing on the ground. But Shantice, how are you doing? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for coming through here on the stream. Appreciate you for coming through. And yeah, let me know who you like in this one, but thank you for coming through. And let me know how your new year is going. I hope your new year is off to a great start, but appreciate you for coming through. Meanwhile, let's see where we are right now in terms of thumbs up right now at this point in time. And let's see if we've exceeded that 50 mark or not yet. Definitely that is the goal for this one. We want to exceed 50 thumbs up. And again, if you're wondering, the next stream will be Saturday, and I'm thinking I'm going to aim for the Cowboys and Eagles matchup. Again, we'll know for sure once I set that stream up. We're at 37 thumbs up here, so let's see if we can get to 50 before this game is over. But here we go, 2nd and 15. Baker takes a snap. Baker throws across the middle. It's caught by Hooper, and so Hooper takes it all the way to the 47-yard line for Cleveland. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Yeah, so that time Hooper ran a great route there. It was completed, and the first down there for Cleveland. 80 says, fire it up, JB. You know it. Jill says, I would love to see the Browns take the lead, then Ben has a game-winning drive. You know, that would be something. That would be something. I would like to see that as well. That would be nice. But here we go. Dearness Johnson with the carry. Picks up about 7 yards on the carry, about 6 yards on the carry, but there is a penalty, so hold everything. Speaking of hold, they're calling offensive hold on the offense. That's going to back them up 10 yards. Now we got 1st and 20 coming up here at the Cleveland 36-yard line. So that's a huge penalty right there, making it 1st and long. This is an opportunity for that Pittsburgh defense to get back to playing Pittsburgh style here. You did a tremendous job in the first half, keeping them from scoring here. Let's see if that penalty is going to end up costing the Cleveland Browns here. 14 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the game. The score, Pittsburgh 13, Cleveland 7. 80 says, Jill, that would be perfect. It really would be. But here we go. Baker Mayfield takes a snap. He's got 5 receivers on the play. He throws it incomplete. Incomplete. That time, Jarvis Landry never had a chance. This is my pet peeve with Baker Mayfield. I mean, quarterbacks around the league, heck. You think of some of the worst quarterbacks that ever played this game, even they threw touchdowns from time to time, I once saw Jake Locker throw a touchdown. I once saw Jamarcus Russell throw a touchdown. Touchdowns happen from time to time, but it's plays like this. Can you be consistent? That's what separates the good from the average, the great from the good, being consistent. Here we go, 2nd and 20. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield with the football. And he throws it to the ground again. It was a screen play, and he threw it to the ground. 3rd and 20 coming up. Now you put yourself in 3rd and long situation where you know the Steelers have a guy by the name of TJ Watt and company coming at you. So here we go, 3rd and long for the Cleveland Browns. So now you're going to have to force yourself to try to get 20 yards here against this defense. TJ Watt leading the league in sacks with 15. Can he get number 16? I'm sorry, last season he led it. This year he's got 20 and a half. 20 and a half. Baker takes the snap here. Throws it. Incomplete. 4th down coming up, and the Browns will have to punt the football to the Steelers. Again, that all happened because of that holding call, put them in 1st and forever, and they were never able to gain any yards there on 2nd or 3rd down. Even if Donovan Peoples-Jones makes that reception, it still doesn't allow it. They still would have been short. But now we got 4th and 20 coming up here, guys, in the 4th quarter. Again, the score right now is Pittsburgh 13, Cleveland 7. Colquitt punts the ball. Oh, my goodness. A terrible punt. But, yeah, I think he hurt himself. I did see him go down immediately after he punted that ball. So he may have hurt himself. And if he did injure himself, then that's even huge news right there for the Cleveland Browns for the rest of this game, because field position is going to be critical. And if you ain't got a punter, I hope your kicker's used to kicking field goals. punting the ball. Leslie Ashlock says, same. I want Ben to get a game-winning drive. That would be amazing. And so it would be amazing as long as he's able to finish it. 80 says JB wants Baker to throw another INT. Adishak says holding. And so, yeah, that was a big-time hold. It really messed up their momentum on that drive there and their chance to get something going, so they had to punt the ball. And so let's see. Shanti says, I'm okay. And you say, you see that Pittsburgh is on a good roll right now, but you want to see a good game. All right, so I get that. Just want to see a good game. Okay, absolutely, absolutely. And just in case this is Big Ben's final game there, I know as a Patriots fan, there were some years that we had a lot of battles with Big Ben and the Steelers and stuff like that, and so many times we were in some key matchups and stuff. We got the better of them more times than not, but it was always fun going against Big Ben and company, especially when they had, AB and Le'Veon Bell before AB became the AB that we know now. But absolutely. And so Jill says to hit that like. That's right. Make sure we're hitting the like there. And you say, let's get 50 likes. Absolutely. I love it. Yes, let's try to get to 50 thumbs up here. And let's see if we can achieve that here on this stream. And so, yeah, 2 streams ago, we were able to get up to 75 likes here. Up to 75 likes. And we had 5,000 people come through on the stream. That was absolutely amazing. And so let's see if we can get to 50 in this one. And also, anybody that is new, do consider subscribing to the channel as well. That's the best way to stay up to date with all these sports contents. Again, once football season is done and all like that, then I'll start focusing a little bit more on some basketball stuff. But also, really, most of the news will be coming in when we're talking about stuff such as the off season and all like that. Obviously, there's going to be some coaches' news and stuff like that, as well as free agency, the draft, all that stuff in the off season. I'll definitely be doing a much better job of keeping you guys up to date with that one. Again, these streams, they take a lot of energy, so I've been conserving some energy by laying off a lot of the content that I normally would be posting in addition to this. Meanwhile, Najee Harris off the right side there. Look at him still going and somehow picked up 10 yards and a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Taking it all the way to the Cleveland 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Let's see. 80 says, JB, I hope you were also the emergency punter. No, that was not the case. That was not the case. That was not the case. I was one of those, probably blocking for the punter and all like that, but not the punter. Nope, absolutely not. Here we go, 1st and 10. You would have saw the worst impersonation of rugby style punters you ever saw if I was the emergency punter. Let's see. They're going to hand it to Najee Harris there off the right side. He's going to pick up another 5 yards here. So Najee Harris, he's having one heck of a game here. And that has really been the difference in this one. Picked up 5 yards, 2nd and 5 at the Cleveland 42-yard line. 12 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Career high 128 yards rushing, guys, and we still got 12 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Again, Pittsburgh's leading 13-7. Big Ben takes the snap out the shotgun, going to hit the Najee Harris again. 3rd carry in a row, and this time he's going to pick up 3 yards. 3rd and 2 coming up. Let's see. Ishak says the Najee passed Franco Harris for the most rushing yards in a rookie season for Pittsburgh, and he's doing it in style. Absolutely. Jill says, I'd love to see you do an NFL Combine live stream. And so, absolutely. I know over the last couple of years, because I have really been missing a lot of the Combines and stuff. As we all know, a lot of those Combines and stuff, they've been doing a lot of different stuff because of the COVID protocols and stuff like that. I'll be interested to see how they go about it this year. But absolutely, stuff like that. I love stuff like that. I love the Senior Bowl, all that stuff. Meanwhile, Najee Harris on the carry, and he picks up 5 yards on the carry. So another first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This time 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 34-yard line. So that's a good sign right now for Pittsburgh. They're up by 6. So even if they just end up getting a field goal here, that would make it a 2-score game. So that would be huge. But first and foremost, if you're Pittsburgh, you have to make sure you score something on this drive. This drive is off to a great start. Najee Harris really got this going. Here we go, 1st and 10 For the Steelers, out of the shotgun, 3 receivers on the play. They take the snap, fake it to the back. He throws it to Claypool, and Claypool unable to make the reception there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Newsome on the coverage there. Yeah, that was a catchable ball, the first time ball. He went up there, wasn't able to catch it. Had a second chance at that ball too, but ultimately unable to make the catch. So here we go, guys. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Steelers up 13-7. Let's see what they do. Big Ben up under center. One back in the backfield. Take the snap. Hands it to Najee Harris there. And so that's actually Benny Snell there on the carry. He picks up 3 yards there. I think that's his first carry of the game. So he picks up 3 yards on that one. I was literally just thinking, like, I know Najee Harris is a rookie and stuff, but, you know, you might want to get a second running back in there to give him a breather here after those runs that he had early on. But here we go, guys. Another 3rd and long. 3rd and long has been a kryptonite for these teams tonight. Let's see if Big Ben can come up big here and get these Steelers a first down. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. 3rd and 8. 10 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Steelers up by 6, 13-7. Let's see what they do. Trips towards the top of the formation. 1 receiver towards the bottom. Big Ben making adjustments. Brown showing pressure. They send 5. Big Ben throws it, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. His receiver never had a chance at the football. So that's a big-time stand there. And you see Dante Johnson. He's currently down right now. Oh, yeah, that was great coverage there. And it looked like Dante Johnson, he slipped on that play. And so, yeah, he slipped on that route. Incomplete. All right, so we're going to have a field goal attempt here. This should be about a 50-yarder coming up here for Chris Boswell. Let's see. Kick is up. Right down the middle, and it is good. So Chris Boswell connects on the 50-yard field goal for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they lead this one 16-7. Here in the 4th quarter with 9 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this one. And say Braden says, looking forward to the playoff streaming. Oh, you already know. You already know. You already know, especially with my patch being in the playoffs, but not just my patch, just all the way around playoff streaming. You already know, guys. I'm going to be fired up for that one. Let's see. Adishak says, do you enjoy streaming NFL or NBA more? I definitely enjoy NFL more than NBA because for me, my knowledge for the NFL is far more than my knowledge for the NBA. My knowledge for the NBA is more so back when I was like in high school and I used to watch the NBA a lot more, you know, back when Kobe Bryant was with the Lakers, Tracy McGrady with the Rockets, that team. But the last couple of years, I haven't been following it as much because I've just been so busy with work and stuff like that. So, but other than the playoffs, but yeah, definitely the NFL comes more easier for me. And quite frankly, we have more people join the stream for football as of right now. But I know once we get back in basketball and stuff, it'll probably take a minute, but I'm sure we can accomplish that with basketball as well. I just got a couple of things I got to continue to learn about some of the players in the NBA, but definitely the NFL for me. That and college football. Jill says, it will be very exciting playoffs, I think. And so almost definitely, it's going to come down to, one, first of all, who can keep their guys off that COVID list, first and foremost. You know, keep them off the COVID list, keep them off the injury list. That aside, it's going to come down to coaching. You know, a lot of these teams, they're pretty even. There's not a team that just stands out to you like, oh, this team is just far better than their opponent. No, it's going to come down to coaching and matchups. You know, there's a lot of guys that can take over. The return of Derrick Henry. I heard the Titans are thinking about activating his 3-week window for him to return. So Derrick Henry coming back for the Titans. That's going to be a spark for them. You know what he can do. He can take over a game. You know, Joe Burrow and the Bengals, they've been hitting strides lately. They are peaking at the right time. How are they going to do? Kansas City, they've been red hot for the most part these last couple of games as well. So, hey, they've been playing much better football as well. We see the Cowboys and what they look like. Obviously, they just lost to the Cardinals, but aside from that, they've been looking good. Green Bay, the 1 seed once again. Aaron Rodgers, another MVP caliber season once again. Can they take it to the Super Bowl this year? So many questions out there. The Patriots return to the Super Bowl. Well, I'm sorry, I said Super Bowl, jumped ahead of myself. To the playoffs. Buffalo once again. So many exciting things and storylines in this year's playoffs. I'm so looking forward to it for sure. If the Colts get in, they got Jonathan Taylor. That's going to be exciting to watch him. Will he take over a game? You know, they'll be on the road too in the snow probably or somewhere windy. So we'll see how that plays out. There's so many scenarios. All right, but here we go, guys. So let's see what Cleveland does with it. Can Cleveland get a score to make it a one-score game here? It'll be very interesting that they especially end up getting a touchdown here and stuff like that. Still plenty of time left to go, but if you're the Browns, you know now's the time for you to go ahead and try to score. So here we go, guys. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Let's see how this plays out here for the Browns. They're going to hand the ball to Nick Chubb there off the right side there, and he's brought down in the backfield. Going to lose 2 yards in the play. 2nd and 12 coming up. So 2nd and 12 coming up. All right, here we go. 2nd and 12. Baker Mayfield has it. And he's going to get sacked. He's just holding on to the ball way too long right now. Very hesitant with the football. And he got sacked once again. Wow. 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and 17. But yes, Jill, I think it will be very exciting. You say, what is the best NFL game you've ever seen? Ooh, the best NFL game that I've ever seen. Let me think on that one. Meanwhile, Mayfield steps up, bootlegging. He's looking. And he's going to try to scramble here. There is a penalty. Baker gets out of bounds there, but they're going to call them for holding there. They picked up 9 yards on the play. Going to call him for holding. And so, yeah, that's going to be offensive holding on the offense there. All right, so at least they get the replay 3rd down. But, yeah, it's going to be 3rd and about 26 coming up, guys. Let's see, the best NFL game that I have ever seen. That is a spectacular question there. So many options I can go. I mean, my personal favorite was watching the Patriots come back against the Atlanta Falcons and win that Super Bowl. But obviously, that's just me being a Patriot fan. But there's so many routes I can go. I mean, I remember early in the Tom Brady era, very early, we were playing against the Miami Dolphins on the road, and we went to overtime, and Troy Brown caught what was at least about an 80-yard touchdown pass, took it all the way to the end zone in overtime, and we won that one against the Dolphins back then. That was pretty big time. Meanwhile, we got another penalty against the Browns, a false start. We got 3rd and 30 coming up right now. 3rd and 30 coming up. Wow. Just so many good games though to choose from. I mean, wow. How do I narrow it down? That Super Bowl, Cardinals and Steelers, that was a big-time matchup there. But there's just so many good games, though. To choose the best one of all time, that's hard to do. All right, here we go, 3rd and 30. Take the snap there. Going to hand it to Johnson. And so Johnson picks up about 3 yards on the carry. So we got 4th down and 27 coming up here. And so the Browns will have to punt the football here. And there's 8 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. I feel bad for that Browns fan right there. He's getting harassed by Steeler fans right now. And he's thinking, man, why won't my coach switch our quarterback? Let's see. Ashak says that. He says, I hope Dallas wins it. I want Dak to win a chip. And so if Dallas wins it, I know Cowboy Nation is going to go crazy. And wow, it is going to be insane if that happens. Here we go, 4th and 27. Punts on the way. But there is a flag. There is a flag. Delay of the game. So the Browns just keep going backwards, guys. My goodness. You know what? I'm not even upset right now, because they are what they repeatedly do. And so they continue to find ways to lose ball games. And a lot of it has to do with the decision-making of their head coach, sticking with Baker Mayfield. But this time, they're just lacking discipline across the board right now. They're just like, if they don't care, why should I care? If they don't care, they clearly don't care. Let's see. Jill says, I think the Broncos versus Patriots Sunday Night Football in, I think, 2013, Brady made a crazy comeback. And so, oh, yes. Many times those Broncos piss me off, though. I will say that. Champ Bailey, he has the utmost respect from me. I mean, whether we're talking in real life, whether we're talking on a video game, Champ Bailey was definitely one of the toughest cornerbacks for me to throw against. And same thing for Brady in real life. So, yeah, them Broncos, they gave us a lot of heartache over the years. And so here we go for Pittsburgh coming back out there, 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 37-yard line. So excellent field position. Again, we're here in the 4th quarter, 7 minutes and 23 seconds left to go, guys. Pittsburgh's leading 16-7, and they're in good position to try to add some more points to it. Let's see if they do. But, yeah, that was a good one. Jill says Packers-Cardinals playoff in 2015 season was amazing. I'd even say the Vikings versus the Saints. That was a good one when they were in the I'm sorry, not the Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings and Saints when Brett Favre was quarterbacking for the Vikings in that one, and he threw that interception. I was really hoping at that time that Brett Favre could have came up with a touchdown, or at least a field goal and not turn it over for him to get to the Super Bowl. But yes, that was a good game as well. Meanwhile, that's a 3-yard carry for Najee Harris off the right tackle. We got 2nd and 7 coming up here at the Cleveland 30-yard line. Again, we've already got Pittsburgh up by 2 possessions. They're leading 16-7. They got the football right now, and let's see what they do with it. 2nd and 7 coming up here. 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Here we go, shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 running back, 1 tight end. They take the snap, hand it to Najee Harris. Najee Harris is going to pick up 4 yards on the carry off the left guard there. Now we got 3rd and 3 coming up here at the Cleveland 30-yard line. So definitely in field goal range. No reason to pass the ball here. I would just run the ball again. All right, let's see where we are right now in terms of the likes for this stream. Let's see where we are right now. Meanwhile, 3rd and 3 coming up here. Let's see if Big Ben and company can get this first down. Here we go, shotgun. 3 receivers on the play. Browns send 5. Big Ben throws it, and it is always incomplete. Dropped once again by Claypool. He had his hands on it. It would have been a tough catch. Would have been a tough one, but that's one you want to make. That's one you want to make. All right, I see that we're at 39 thumbs up right now, 11 away from our goal for the stream of reaching 50. So let's see if we can get a couple more in here with 5 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Let's see if we can get some more. But appreciate all the support. All right, here we go. Kick is on the way. 48-yard field goal attempt is good. So the Steelers, they now lead 19-7 here in the 4th quarter at 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. But wait a second. Let's hold on here. There is a penalty. I don't think that was a terrible tower down there. That looks like a penalty. So let's see what they call. All right, so unsportsmanlike conduct, it looks like from both teams there, but it's after the play, offsetting. Ultimately, the field goal stands, and so the Steelers lead 19-7. But yeah, that was another good one as well. Let's see. Hashtag says, oh, geez. They got 4 penalties on the drive. Yeah, they kicked out when in reverse. They kicked out when in reverse. You know, their drive remind me of when I was at the gym about a couple weeks ago, and I saw this older lady. She was in her vehicle, and like she meant to kick reverse, but she put it in drive, and so she almost took this other car out. So luckily for them, that didn't happen. But that's what the Browns did there. They kick it in the opposite direction they were trying to go. They kicked out when they reversed that time, and yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible. Oh, hold on. I think I skipped that one. Let's see. Jill says, can't wait to see the crowd's reaction in the final few minutes of the game for Ben Roethlisberger. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They have got to shower this man with a lot of love out there because everything that he's done for this organization, what he has meant for this team, you know, he's held it down ever since he came in for Tommy Maddox when Tommy Maddox got hurt for the Steelers back in 2004. 2005. He has been that answer. All right, so they're going to pick up about a good, yeah, it was 2004 when that happened, 2004. So, yeah, they picked up about 27 yards on that return, taking it all the way to the Cleveland 24-yard line. So, first down and 10 from the Cleveland 24-yard line with 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. If you're the Browns, you must score on this drive, and you must score a touchdown. So, let's see if Mayfield can drive the Browns down there to score a touchdown. Adashak says, sweet revenge for Ben. Just hold on for a few more minutes, Pittsburgh. And so there you go, guys. Here we go, 1st and 10. Mayfield in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's looking, throws across the middle, and it is going to be caught there by the tight end there. He's going to pick up about 8 yards. I'm sorry, that's Chubbs on the play. No, the tight end right there. He picks up 8 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 2 coming up here. So 2nd and 2 coming up here at the Cleveland 32-yard line. 5 minutes and 25 minutes left to go in this one. Cleveland with 3 timeouts. Pittsburgh with 2 timeouts. 2nd and 2. Mayfield takes the snap. Hands to Chubb. Chubb's looking for a hole there. And he gets just enough, I think, for the first down. Picked up 2 yards on the play. Let's see. Hashtag says, I hope TJ gets another sack so he can break the record. He breaks the record. He has to get Defensive Player of the Year. I know they keep slighting this man, but he deserves it. He been deserving it. It's time to give it to him. Meanwhile, Mayfield takes it. He throws it, and it is going to be, looks like it's bobbled there, but it's caught by the tight end. So we got 2nd and 2 coming up here. 8 yards to go. Again, Pittsburgh playing soft coverage on that one. Braden says, good night, great stream. Hey, I appreciate you for coming through, man. You take care. Have a great rest of your week. Hopefully see you during the weekend. And there it goes. There it goes. T.J. Watt, or as I say, T.J. Swat, with the big-time sack. Wow. Look at that. Everybody came to celebrate Big Ben, but we're celebrating T.J. Watt as well. And wow, that is huge. 21 and a half sacks on the year. And he did it in 17 games. 21 and a half. So he's 1 away from Michael Strahan. Can he get it here? Can he get it on this before this game is over? That would be amazing if he can at least tie the record. So here he goes again. Baker Mayfield. It's going to get brought down that time. What a play. So another sack. It wasn't Watt that time, but he was brought down nonetheless. 4th and 19 coming up. That's your boy, coach. Don't even give me that look. That's your boy. You stuck with him. You're getting exactly what you paid for out there. But, yeah, you take care, Braden. Have a good night. And Ashak says T.J. Watt sack. Absolutely. So now 4th and 19. All right, so here you go. Mayfield and company, they're going to go for it, guys. 4th and 19. Mayfield takes the snap, but before they get it off there was a timeout by Pittsburgh. So here we are in the 4th quarter. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in this game. Pittsburgh leading 19-7. Pittsburgh's been putting in work in this one. All for Big Ben and what may very well be his final home game as a Pittsburgh Steeler. Let's see. Ashak says only 2 more sacks and he breaks it. Absolutely. You're right about that. And let's see, 80 says, good night, JB and everyone. Thanks for doing the stream. Appreciate you for coming through for another stream, 80s. Yes, you have a good night, man. And yeah, have a great rest of your week as well. And so looking forward to hopefully seeing you Saturday when your Eagles play the Cowboys. Looking for a good one. Looking for a good one. Absolutely. All right, here we go, guys. 4th and 19. Can the Browns pull off a miracle here? Mayfield has it. Mayfield going deep. Incomplete. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty. They're going to call defensive pass interference. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You should be ashamed of yourself right there. And, of course, Joe Hayden, the former Cleveland Brown, called on the penalty. Come on now. Higgins sold that one, man. Come on now. Wow. Let's see. Ashak says, and they can't even say it's because of the extra game because Watt missed like 5 games. And so he missed 5 games. I know he missed some games. I didn't know it was 5 games. But there you go. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation here for the Browns after the penalty there, giving them the first down. Mayfield throws it incomplete. Incomplete. That was Higgins on the drop. Jill says, this time of the year is bittersweet. Excited for playoffs, but season is almost over. And so, yeah, you're right about that. You are right about that. Season almost over. But, hey, if you're like me, you'll love the offseason as well. There's nothing like seeing in April when those rookies get drafted, seeing their excitement and stuff, you know, their dreams coming true and all like that, and seeing the hard work that's leading up to it. And then free agency guys getting new homes, getting fat contracts and stuff, all that stuff. It is bittersweet. It is, because some guys will step away from the game. Others won't find employment. Then others, you know, they'll find a new home and a new opportunity. So, yes, so much to look forward to in the offseason. And then I know for, you know, like especially in March, you know, March Madness, college basketball, all of that stuff. And then even before March, watching those conference tournaments, I enjoy that throughout the year. And then later on, the NBA, once we get closer to playoff time. So a lot of stuff to try to get us there, but I agree with you. Football offseason is just too long, guys. It's just too long. All right, but here we go, guys. So after that penalty right there, we got a 3rd and 10 coming up. That was an illegal formation was the call, but it was declined. So here we go, 3rd and 10 coming up. On the season, the Browns have been outscored 117-66 in the 4th quarter. That is an embarrassment. Mayfield takes a snap here, 3rd and 10. Mayfield's moving. Mayfield's running. The referee moves out of his way. Mayfield still running, trying to get the first there, and he does get the first before going out of bounds. And Mayfield lowered his shoulder. No concern about his shoulder whatsoever. But a first down for Cleveland. 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in this one. Of course, Cleveland with all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Let's see. Ashak says the PI was all a part of the plan so TJ could get another sack. And so, hey, if that's the plan, I hope he gets it. Hope he gets it. It would be nice to see. Meanwhile, Mayfield takes a snap there. He's moving around there, and he is going to be sacked there on the play. It wasn't TJ Watt, though, but it was still a sack there by the Pittsburgh Steelers now. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Baker Mayfield has been sacked 9 times in this game for 46 yards. That's right, 9 times in this game for 46 yards. That's a quarterback that's already injured. Mayfield has it. He's going to throw it there to Johnson at the backfield, and Johnson. He's going to get wrapped up there, gets out of that one, but gets back to the line of scrimmage there. 3rd down coming up. 2-minute warning. So we're at the 2-minute warning here, and Cleveland with the football, trailing 19-7. 2-minute warning. The Browns have all 3 timeouts here, so obviously they want to try to score and see if they can save those timeouts there for after the score. Use those timeouts, try to get the football back, and see if they can score again. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Let's see. Jill says, I love the offseason, love the combine, draft, and free agency. And so I even love post-draft when we're looking at the undrafted free agent signings and stuff like that. And so much to love about the offseason for those young kids and stuff, getting opportunities. And then once we start up training camp and stuff, just seeing everybody get a fresh new start, new coaches and new places, new situations, all that stuff. You got to love it about the offseason. Let's see. Ishak says, that's the wrong white guy getting the sack. You said that should be TJ. And so, yeah, I was looking pretty hard. I was like, I don't think that's TJ right there. I saw the 9, but I was like, I don't think he's 99. So, yeah, but still, though, hey, it's a sack. It's a sack party right now. 9 sacks on the night. And I got a feeling it's not going to be done yet because Baker will not hesitate to hold on to that football. And so Jill says, do I cover college basketball? And so I will be once the NFL season is concluded and stuff like that, because once college football season is coming to an end next Monday, once the NFL season concluded, once we've had our Super Bowl and stuff, I might take me maybe a week or something like that to just recover from all the streams and stuff. But college basketball is definitely something that I want to do. Me being a Big Ten guy, I'll probably focus more so on some Big Ten matchups, Ohio State, Illinois, teams like that, Michigan State, Michigan, those guys and all like that. But definitely I'll be looking to cover that. Definitely when we get to March Madness and stuff like that, because once football season is over, I'll have a lot more time to focus on basketball. So I'll be doing a little bit of college basketball, a little bit of NBA as well. Probably won't be as many streams as I've done for football throughout the week, but I'll probably see if I can get, probably for college basketball, maybe about a good 2 streams out the week or something like that. And then for the NBA, once we get closer to the playoffs, I'll probably transition over to that as well, especially after March. So I think I'll probably focus on college basketball first, and then after that, transition over to that. In addition to that, though, I might possibly be doing some Madden NFL streams as well, possibly, and stuff like that, at least probably maybe one time out the week. I did that a couple times already this year, but then I focused more so on the live streams and stuff. But now that these live streams are going to be over, I'll have a lot more time to work on that. But yes, there will be some college basketball covered. All right, here we go. Here, Baker Mayfield throws that ball there to Higgins, and Higgins with the reception picks up about 8 yards on the play. We got 4th and 2 coming up. So 4th and 2 coming up. Let's see. Ashak says, what an emotional game for Ben. Absolutely. But you know what? The best part for Big Ben is that, aside from finishing your entire career with the Pittsburgh Steelers and all like that, only having played for 2 coaches and what 2 coaches they were. Mike Tomlin, obviously, currently, and even before that, Bill Cowher coming there at the right time, right situation there. That had to be a luxury right there to play for 2 outstanding coaches. Well, here we go, 4th and 2. Mayfield is looking. Mayfield throws it, and it is caught by Peoples-Jones there. So a first down for the Cleveland Browns. 1:52 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Cleveland with all 3 timeouts. So the game to score right now is 19-7. Pittsburgh with the lead, but Cleveland with the football here with 1:52 left to go, all 3 timeouts, and they're trying to see if they can score. They're already at the Pittsburgh 22-yard line. So they're technically still in this one. Mayfield takes it. He's looking. Mayfield going deep, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. Excellent coverage there by Hayden on that one, Joe Hayden. Let's see. Jill says, I want to see Ben take a knee and end the game one last time. And so, absolutely, absolutely. The crowd will go absolutely crazy for him. Absolutely. And I know that this game right here, he loves this game so much. And so, man, such an amazing career. Such an amazing career. Again, he was drafted the same year as guys as Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers. He was the last of the 3 standing. And you can say the most accomplished as well if you look at the combination of Super Bowls and yards and stuff. So definitely panned out well for the Steelers. Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield on 3rd and 1, quarterback sneaks it up the middle there, gets the first down there, And looks like Cleveland's going to burn their first timeout. So, yeah, they burned their first timeout there. I personally would have tried to keep all 3 timeouts just in case we don't get the onside kick and stuff like that. I mean, 1:25. I get it, though, trying to preserve the time. But, yeah, I would have tried to preserve that timeout. And let's see. Ashak says same. So 1:25 left here. Cleveland just burned their first timeout. They've got 2 timeouts remaining here. And let's see what Baker Mayfield can do here for the Cleveland Browns. So far in this drive, 15 plays, 65 yards, 4 minutes and 23 seconds in terms of time of possession on the clock. Mayfield has it. Mayfield throws it up there. For Jarvis Landry, not on the same page there. Not on the same page. So let's see. So Jill says that I was lucky enough to see Big Ben play my Chiefs twice in person. And so, oh, really? Nice. Okay. Nice. And so, yeah, Steelers and Chiefs over the years, big time matchups. Around what year? Like, I'm interested to see who was quarterbacking at that time for the Chiefs. Was it maybe Trent Green? Was it Alex Smith? Who was quarterbacking for Kansas City at that time when he played? Throws the ball into the end zone. That's going to be incomplete, but they're going to call defensive pass interference, which is going to set up the Browns with 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Another penalty. Of course, the defensive back for the Steelers, they have been gifting the Browns multiple first downs here in key situations. And let's see. Carmichael says, hey, what's good with you, Carmichael? Thank you for coming through, man. Hey, I know you've got to be happy to see your Steelers leading right now. Probably not happy with the defense at the moment, but hey, your Steelers got the lead right now, and hey, it's looking very good for them. But let's see what happens here on 1st and goal. From the 1-yard line after the penalty, goal line formation. Mayfield takes it. Play fake. Mayfield has an open tight end, wide open, and that's Bryant there. The tight end out of Florida Atlantic University that they took last year, I think in the 7th round. No, I mean 5th round, I think. But yeah, he got the 1-yard touchdown reception. So now we've got a touchdown here by Cleveland. Now it's back to a 1-score game. And so after the extra point, they should be down by 5 points here. 1:10 left to go here in the 4th. The defense, they did it to themselves there. 2 big-time penalties against them. Let's see. PAT attempt is up, and it is good. So, yeah, the score right now, Pittsburgh 19, Cleveland 14. And so, but, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Carmichael? How are you doing? Ashak says, get a stop. It would have been nice. Jill says, I seen him play against Smith twice. One of those was the AFC divisional game. Okay. Perfect. Good old Alex Smith. You almost forget about him with how great Patrick Mahomes has been over the last couple of years. But I was probably most fond of Kansas City back when they had Priest Holmes and they had Larry Johnson in that backfield. I love that those guys at running back for Kansas City. Obviously, Tony Gonzalez at tight end as well. Dante Hall, kick returner. That was one of my favorite, Kansas City Chiefs teams that I got to witness play and stuff like that. So I was definitely fond of guys like Trent Green and all of that. And see, Ashak says 1 first down, the game's over. And so, yeah, because Cleveland has 2 timeouts here. And so definitely, but first things first, though, defending the onside kick. Carmichael says TJ Watt has 4 sacks already. And so, hey, there you go. Let's see if he gets another opportunity. But if you're the Steelers, you don't want that because right now you just want to end the game here. Let's see what happens, guys. Onside kick attempt, most likely coming up. Let's see what happens. Ball bounces, and Pittsburgh recovers. So Pittsburgh has the football with 1:09 left to go. Of course, Cleveland has their 2 timeouts here. So Big Ben will need to get a first down here. So let's see, can Big Ben and company ice this one? They're taking over 1st and 10 for the Cleveland 45-yard line. So let's see if Big Ben can get a big win here for the Steelers. Adishak says, longest drive ever. Hey, that it was. Carmichael says that I am doing great. Hey, that is fantastic. Here we go, guys. Big Ben up under center. Claypool goes in motion. 2 receivers on the play, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Takes a snap. Gonna hand it to Harris. And Harris, off the left side there, is going to pick up about a good 4 yards on the carry. 2nd down coming up. And so Cleveland obviously will burn their 2nd timeout here. 1 timeout left to go. Let's see. Jill says, kind of sad to see this. Maybe the best Steelers quarterback ever. Bradshaw was great too. Yeah, Bradshaw was great too. But yeah, no doubt Big Ben is the best Steelers quarterback to come through Pittsburgh. Absolutely. The duration in which he played at a high level and stuff, and then all the big games and stuff. Pittsburgh constantly making the playoffs year and year and year and year again. And so Big Ben's just done so much historically. You look at the numbers match up, the Super Bowl rings, absolutely up there. Absolutely the top Steelers quarterback to ever play the game, and he will find himself in Canton, Ohio, for sure. They're going to hand the ball there to Najee Harris, and Najee Harris is going to pick up this time 4 yards on the carry. Cleveland calls a timeout. So 3rd and 2 coming up at the Cleveland 37-yard line. A minute left to go here, and the final timeout has been called by the Cleveland Browns. So here we go, guys. 1 minute left to go in this one. Just thinking this could be the last moments that we see Big Ben in that Steelers home jersey. And you know, once they get it, once this game is over, you know they're going to shower him with a lot of love. All right, guys, let's see what happens here. Make it a play to remember. All right, here we go, guys. 3rd and 2 right now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Ben up under center. Takes a snap. Give it to Najee Harris. Najee Harris shakes 1 guy off. Shakes 2 guys off. And he has some room. It's a foot race. And Najee Harris has a career game. And he finishes with a touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a touchdown. Now, he could have did the whole slide that most running backs do these days, you know, after you know that you've already got enough to end the game. But nonetheless, it's a touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it gives T.J. Watt an opportunity to try to see if he can tie the record in the same night. But, man, what a performance here for Big Ben and the Steelers. So happy for Ben Roethlisberger. So happy for him. Wow. But Najee Harris, let's give the man some love too. 28 carries, 188 yards on the ground, and a touchdown. Wow. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Pittsburgh leads 26-14. It's a wrap, but I will be looking to see if T.J. Watt can get a sack here and tie Michael Strahan. Y'all know I don't like the Giants, so I'm definitely hoping he snatches that record. But wow, this is so huge for Big Ben, and that was a big touchdown. I know he was so happy about that. Wow. Jill says that was amazing. It was. And Carmichael says, let's go, W. There you go. Adishak says it's over. It is a wrap. He says they won. Absolutely. Let the celebrations begin, guys. Let it begin. But let's see if T.J. Watt can join that celebration and at least tie the record in this one. Let's see. Carmichael says 188 yards rushing threat, rushing game. Absolutely. Absolutely. That was big time right there. Big time right there. All right, here goes the Browns here. Johnson taking it out to about the 20-yard line. So the Browns take over first and 10 from their own 20-yard line. No timeouts to work with, and 45 seconds left in this game. Let's see. Jill says Ben can get back on the field if Ben throws a pick. I'm hoping that TJ Watt sacks Mayfield and Mayfield fumbles the football, because I want TJ Watt to get that sack as well. So if he can force a sack and then get the ball back to the offense, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. But here we go, guys. First and 10. Mayfield with the ball. Throws it across the middle there, and Johnson dropped it. He was juggling it, and he dropped it. That's going to leave 40 seconds on the clock. So this will keep the Steelers' playoff hopes alive. And would that not be crazy if somehow they found a way to get into the playoffs? I know a lot of teams are going to be rooting for Jacksonville to beat the Colts this upcoming week here. I'm going to be doing it because my dad's a Colts fan, and so I'm mad they weren't able to beat the Raiders. So, yeah, let them go ahead and lose to the Jaguars. I'm all for it. Here we go. Mayfield throws it. This time it's caught by the tight end there, and Hoop is going to pick up about 7 yards on the play. Third down coming up. 30 seconds left to go here in the game. 3rd and 3 coming up at the Cleveland 27-yard line. All right, here we go. Mayfield's looking. Mayfield throws it. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, I would love for TJ Watt to get this sack on 4th down. There goes my boy Dwayne Haskins. All right, guys, here we go, guys. 4th and 3. Let's see. Mayfield has it. Throws it across the middle there. Oh, that's going to be an interception, I think. That's going to go down as an interception. So either way, Steelers with the football in 10 seconds left to go. So how about that? Wow, we've got an all-out celebration here from the Steelers. Baker Mayfield does it again, and this time he gives the Steelers a gift, a parting gift. Carmichael says that he is so happy that he is shaking right now. Wow. Adishak says, yeah, he is fired up. He is fired up. And so Adishak says, Ben can kneel it out. That is a fact, guys. So, wow, let's see Big Ben take this historic moment time. Just let it all soak in here. The last time we see the Steelers with Big Ben at quarterback at home, most likely here, barring something drastic, that should be the case. And so he takes the knee, and that's it. His teammates are hugging him and stuff. That's the game. The Steelers win 26-14 over the Browns, and they keep their playoff hopes alive. They must take care of business next week. And on top of that, they need the Colts to lose to the Jaguars. It's the NFL. Anything is possible. Or as Shannon Sharp likes to say, anything is possible. So let's see what happens. Can we get something magical next week? We'll find out. But this is pretty good right here for the Pittsburgh Steelers to get the W here against the Browns. He does it one more time to the Browns. Jill says Ben's the last player of the Palomalo, Bettis, Hines Ward era. That's why they had a lot of good guys that came in during that time frame. They really did. They really did. You know, you think of your James Ferrier of the world. You know, you think of so many guys that came through there for the Pittsburgh Steelers during that time there. Casey, what was his name? Casey Hampton, all those guys. Wow. Alan Faneca, all those guys for the Steelers. Plexico Burris, all of them. So, yeah, he played with all those guys. Old man says Baker. I'm not even going to go after Baker for that one. I'm not even going to go after that one. But you know what I'm thinking, old man. You know what I'm thinking right there. But this is all about Big Ben here. And just to recap, Big Ben here and what he did today, 24 of 46, 123 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, was sacked twice in this one. But he was able to come out with the victory. Najee Harris, 28 carries, 188 yards, and a touchdown. Longest run of the night, 37 yards. and all like that. And you had TJ Watt. He had himself a game as well. 4 sacks in this one. So, wow. Just an all-around Steeler party. And for one more week at least. But look at the tears in this man's eyes. That's the love he has for not just the game, but for the whole city of Pittsburgh. Very emotional for him in this one. And so I know what the Steelers fans really, really want. They want to get into the playoffs. I remember Jerome Bettis, his last year, they got him a championship. They would love nothing more than to get Big Ben in there with a chance to compete for one. Let's see how things play out this weekend. But for now, let us all celebrate Big Ben and the career that Ben Roethlisberger has had for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And so Ashak says, good game. And so absolutely. Jill says, great stream, man, as always. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And yes, everyone, I hope that you all have a great night. Going to go ahead and end the stream here. But yes, what a game it was. Happy for Big Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers here. We'll see what Week 18, that's what the first NFL Week 18 season has in store. But man, what a game this was. So happy for Big Ben. You see the tears in his eyes. This just meant so much to him. So much to him. Adishak says, let's go, Ben. Adishak says, great stream, JB. Yeah, appreciate you, Adishak, and thank you so much for coming through, man. You guys have a great rest of your week. Old man says, great stream again, JB, and let's go, Big Ben. Congrats. Yeah, congrats, Big Ben. Let's go. Appreciate you, old man. You have a good night as well. You guys have a great week. And the next time I see you guys, yeah, we'll be talking about Week 18 and some of those games and matchups. But, yeah, you guys take care, and looking forward to seeing you guys next time, and good night. Yeah, good night to you. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now, but, yeah, you guys take care. See you guys next time.